Matt's so much not introverted as just he doesn't want to get up.
That part.
You know what I mean?
I think it's a difference.
I think Matt has a lot more. I'm just saying.
Go and hang out with people, but I'm just
It's
like,
the word.
man,
Is it
that's a
introvert
lot
or
of
is
work.
it
Exactly. It's more of a physical toll than a mental toll.
it's
I think introverted is a
Whereas
lot of.
introverts are like, it's social anxiety. It's just like they like to
Matt's
to
like-
themselves. And Matt's just like lazy.
Fuck, they're fuck.
I'm not lazy though. I'll actually.
And I
like,
mean
do
the
stuff.
I know you will, but like it'll be so.
I mean
so
the
like,
Sarah. It always looks like
this necklace is from like the Ruby streetwear collection.
What?
So I had to wear the streetwear glasses, not goggles. They're not goggles. They're
They
glasses.
look like
God,
goggles.
that you're not
Yeah.
Digimon.
Are those
character.
streetwear
Yeah.
glasses?
This is
No, the glasses.
streetwear necklace.
Goggles.
This is streetwear goggles.
Yeah,
Well, you know that's not Digimon, Matt, because she's not wearing them on her head.
Yeah, you have to
Yeah,
wear
you
them
gotta
on
put
your
'em
head,
up.
and then like any action, they go down a little.
I got a pair of ski goggles as a kid and did that.
Oh, yeah?
As a Digimon, like wore ski goggles on my
I
forehead.
just,
Digimon
I just
was
went
great.
swimming.
It didn't look as good.
It did.
They were small. They were too small.
Swimming. I really
Controversial
You
opinion.
put 'em
The
on.
Digimon theme song is better than the Pokemon theme song.
That's not controversial. That's
Yeah, I mean,
Fact.
well, I mean,
That's like a
Digimon
fact.
also like goes hard, and Pokemon is just like a Michael Jackson impersonator. Is what it is. I mean, that's what it is.
See, you're upset because you're
That's what
thinking.
they're going for. Listen to the
You're not
Pokemon
wrong.
theme
It's
song,
like the
dude.
thing, yeah.
I'm so angry.
Why?
Because it's so accurate.
Yeah, dude, it
Yeah,
is.
don't be upset about the truth.
No.
Oh my
I think a lot about the guys that got roped into doing the Pokemon soundtrack, like the Poke Rap
Oh,
and shit.
yeah.
Like they had no idea what the fuck they were doing.
Oh, no,
right?
not at all.
And then I think like 25 years later, like
Yeah.
one, what it is. Two, they were like, fuck, we should have got paid
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
I mean,
oh,
but-
yeah.
We just got paid like
But,
$10
like, let's
million.
be honest.
dollars.
I don't know
honest.
what they got paid. They should have gotten paid.
Pokemon
more.
rapped so that Reese's Puffs could rap too.
Is that what they
R
did?
double E-S-E-S, yes, that would not have
They
existed.
carried,
Yes,
they carried the
absolutely.
pups.
Yeah,
on
Wait,
their
was
back.
that like
Absolutely.
there was someone like finally Pokemon's rapped? Reese's Puffs can do it now.
It's like, you know,
We're
I mean,
open. To
without
it.
Whitney, there'd be no Beyonce. Without Pokemon, there'd be no Reese's Puffs. Like, that's what it is.
Hey, this is off topic. What's up? I'm your host. We got Mikey. We got Kai. We got Matt. We got BK.
Well, now I gotta know.
I don't know why that reminds me. This is just a throwback. I haven't watched the movie yet, but I think it's called like Senior Year or something. There's a new Netflix movie starring, I think it's Rebel Wilson, where it's like she's a cheerleader that like gets hit. Someone doesn't catch her, and so she's in a 20-year coma. So she wakes up in 2022, but she's like 17, but it's Rebel Wilson.
So it's 13 going on 30, except instead of it being
Well, she actually, they specifically referenced that. Yeah, she's like, who's this old bitch?
30.
But it's her. Yeah, she's like 37.
Okay.
But it's her. So then
Like
the plot is
17
that
again,
she's
except
17.
you're not 17 again, but
You're
you're
still 17.
Right, it's all very
It sounds
real
like an
and
anime.
there's no going backwards. But anyway, I watched the first couple minutes of it and it tickled me. But she like goes home to her room and there's like a bunch of magazines her dad's been like not just saving but hasn't canceled. And she's like, and she pulls out a magazine and she's like, is Madonna called Gaga now? And they're like, no, that's somebody else. And she's like, no, that's Madonna. And they're like, we don't have time to explain this. Right?
We don't have time to go into
It just made me laugh.
Stuff. Madonna, Gaga, Whitney, Beyonce.
Reese's,
It was all just so-
Reese's Puffs came out in 1984.
It's so
Selena
funny to me-
J-Lo, like,
it's so
wait,
funny to me
really?
that not only the comparison, because that's happened,
Yeah,
but like
yeah.
you know Lady
Oh, and
Gaga, you know how to
Pokemon.
say Lady Gaga, but it tickled me how she was like Gaga. I was like, that is how you would say it if you don't know what the
If you don't
fuck.
know what it is,
That's
yeah.
probably what people said in the early 2000s. Gaga.
Gaga.
Who
the
is
fuck
this
is Gaga?
lady?
Gaga.
Gaga. Anyway,
It's the new Crybaby group.
that's what I got.
Of
So,
Gen Zers.
as you know, as you were there,
Yes.
Lindsay threw a cat birthday party.
Yes.
She did. They did.
That
You
happened.
got it?
It was stuck.
No, I know. People learn this every time. It's like the epoxy. It's
My
whatever.
phone was stuck to the table.
Yeah,
I was
it's like a
moving
grip.
it,
It
so-
does.
It's like semi-stick. If you've got a phone, it's not it's not sticky, but it's grippy.
It is grippable.
If you leave it too long,
It tries to take it into the earth and reclaim it like nature.
Anyway, cat birthday. Sorry.
So yeah, our cats more or less turned 1, and so Lindsay decided to have a cat birthday party. And you would think maybe that's like, I don't know, come to my house for cat birthday. No, Lindsay rented like a room at the Driscoll Hotel, which is like a famous haunted hotel in Austin. We looked at the Driscoll for our wedding, passed on it, but did return.
For the cats.
8 short years later for the cats.
did not know
Had
that
it like
detail.
had it like catered, right? Like a buffet. There were honestly, I don't know, 40 or 50 people that showed up, and I'm kind of grateful that because Lindsay started planning it because it was like an event, right?
Oh, yeah.
The like
was
actually had to
amazing.
coordinate it, and so it took time. And by the time they had to put like deposits on it and shit, it was locked in. And so then Blaine ended up on the same night having like I think he had like a drive-in movie
Yeah.
like set up for like his birthday. So there was a line in the sand of like, oh, I'm going to Blaine's thing, and I was like, man, thank God. There were so many people there.
There was a lot of people.
There really were.
From every port, like y'all's family was there.
Yeah, Lindsay's family.
Yeah,
My
Lindsay's-
family
Lindsay's fa- well-
was not invited.
Well,
So-
I mean, you're married now.
Yeah,
so-
I know, but my extended family, my
Okay.
personal family was not invited.
Well,
they wanted to come
details.
too.
Cool.
But I said no.
Oh, you said
You
no.
said
I mean,
Fair.
good thing. There were a lot
I
of people there.
understand.
Oh, like, you don't know if there's enough seats.
Yeah,
But there
I'm just
definitely was.
saying.
There definitely was.
Can you imagine if everybody could have come?
There was a balcony.
That would've
That's
been
what I'm
too
saying.
there was a
many,
balcony.
No, there was a whole
there was some
second
room up in the
dining room on the
So-
balcony.
Me and BK talked about this often, but never in my life have I, in such an immaculate way, been called haha poor as going to that cat party.
Yeah.
It was like haha poor, and I was like, it's okay, I got it.
Bro, y'all had quail.
Quail!
did have
They had,
quail.
they had
Well,
cat
I would
birthday
say,
party.
well, I would say you had quail.
Oh
They
my.
had quail. It was
Quail,
really
the quail
good.
was pretty good.
There was lobster.
I
there
had,
was
let me tell you what I
lobster
had.
Lobster
Much like a
bisque.
wedding, let me tell you what I had. I had one piece of quail, and I had about 5 rolls. I had some croutons,
Yeah.
and I ate 2 carrots. That was what I ate. Then after everybody left, I walked to The Onion, which is a pizza restaurant that's 2 blocks away, and I got 6 slices of pizza,
It's
and
the
they were
face jam, isn't it?
delicious. Very highly recommend The Onion in Austin. Tiny little hole-in-the-wall pizza place. The pizza was much better than the pictures looked. on
Was it?
The
Yelp.
Face Jam episode?
Could be. I'll go there again.
I mean, a pizza place called
It's
The
gonna be
Onion.
real hard for people to get there, though. We try to make it a little bit more broad than go to the Onion in Austin. But dude, there was so much
I
food
mean,
left over, and I was like,
this is
can't
just
wait
another-
to walk 2 blocks for pizza, and that's what I did.
I mean, that's just another RTX promo. Be like, you want the onion from Face Jam?
Yeah. You want the onion? Well, I mean, you've already got. Do you want the onion from the cat birthday party? The
That
food
part-
Michael didn't eat that they paid for. It
was
but
So much
we
food.
Yeah.
so the Driscoll's a pet-friendly hotel, so we had the cats up like in the room. They're not allowed to like run around in the hotel. which,
Unfortunately.
thankfully, also it was
thought
zombie
about-
themed.
It was because Ada and
Leon.
Yeah.
It was Leon and Ada from
Resident
Resident Evil,
Evil.
so it was zombie themed. And so essentially what it was Lindsay threw a party. And then
good
just
party.
used the excuse of, I guess, the cats. Because the cats weren't even there. But what happened was then little tours.
They were
would
there,
happen,
yes.
Yeah.
Where it's like,
I
who wants to go
patiently
see
waited.
the cat? And then people
45
would go
minutes,
up.
Michael.
Wait,
Yeah,
wait.
that's
You're
a-
not
40
saying-
I was
it
in the
wasn't
first
the
batch.
Cats. It was
You were.
pay your
I paid
respect
that.
I guess if you want.
to
sure.
the gods Ada and Leon on their birthday.
Pay homage. I had to
Yeah, you had
Yeah,
like
we kept making jokes like the cats were gonna kill us.
Jack kissed the
You have
paw.
to be there for
I
me.
know Sarah bowed, Steffi bowed. Like you paid your respects.
I mean, most people didn't do those things.
Yeah,
I think that lies on the people.
I pet the
doing it.
cat, and I was like,
Yeah.
good to see you, cat. And then
But you only saw one cat. Me and
I
BK
did
saw
only
2
see one
cats.
cat.
We saw both.
We were
I shoved pills down their throat when I got there. Calm them down.
Right.
I heard
Yeah.
Leon was high as hell. So
I mean, Lindsay says that, but if anything, if he was high, he was probably chill.
yeah,
We got the medication you give pets that you give when they like travel or fly, whatever the hell that is.
Mm-hmm.
I
have
was
no
like,
idea.
eat it, and I shoved it in their mouth, and it went.
That's something I learned about
Get
after
it?
I moved out here.
Yeah.
There's medication for cats
Well,
to
you're a
help them
fool,
travel.
man.
Yeah.
You also
I-
you also learned about medication for humans.
That's
after
true.
You moved out
I
here.
did.
It was
You
like,
take
you can
pills,
get
stop
that?
Then your head no hurt no more.
Yeah.
I mean, the allergies out here.
Matt
aren't
foot gets
anything.
small after pill.
Yeah, the BK knows very well about traveling with a pet.
Yeah,
Adult people
14 hours from Florida to Austin with my new cat in the car.
Yeah.
Diva. Is
That's
her
rough.
Diva.
Diva.
Yeah.
Because her cat's a diva.
Come on, now you're setting it up for that.
It was
Yeah.
bad. It was pretty bad.
Tell us
That's like.
about it.
Wait, go ahead.
No,
No.
I mean, well, I'm a new cat mom, so I don't want to let the cat just like roam free like a dog. Is that what you do? Like you just let
What does
the
that
cats
mean, though?
hang
Roam
out
free in what
in the
context?
car?
In your car?
You just
Oh.
you put the
So-
cat in
No, I
a
don't
crate,
think so.
right?
It's.
I think
had-
more often than not.
I had a cat that he was like indoor outdoor.
Okay.
And I would open my car door to go places, and then like I had a time where I got about halfway to my girlfriend's house, and my cat was like, "Hey, what's up?"
Nope.
And I'm like, "What?
Nope.
What do you mean?" He had just snuck in, and he'll hang out in the car.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm not letting the cat out because
Yeah, we put him
no.
in their little carrier.
Yeah,
We
but
put him-
little carrier for 14 hours.
no, I got you.
You're gonna have to take her out, right?
Sure.
Not so.
No. So I got a bigger crate so she can walk around in it and stand and stretch her legs.
What I-
little mini litter box and a little food.
What I will say about cats, which are nice as compared to dogs in general, they are just lazy as shit. Like, they will not move for 6 hours if they don't have to,
Yes.
right? Like dogs lay about. Cats straight up just like
Fuck off.
sleep sitting up sometimes, right? Like, sometimes they're like sitting, like, they look like,
Like stoic, like sphinx.
like yes, like a sphinx, yeah,
I
and their
have a
heads up, but
photo
their
like
eyes
this,
are closed.
yes,
and I'm just
I've
looking
seen
like,
it.
lie down. Why is your
neck
your
hurt?
neck straight?
Feeling
up?
like me today.
That's why you're back.
That's our
You go to sleep like
I
a
slept
sphinx.
like this. No, bro. It was stressful, and I had her in the front seat next to me, and we're driving. Like, I'm going through all these southern states, terrified to get out the car. I'm like, I don't want to be told that I'm like someone who, abuses animals or something like that. So I'm like, well, what if I have to pee? Like, what do I do? So I'm like Mission Impossible-ing, like, do I leave my car on? I have one set of keys. I have to pee in T-2 seconds, or someone's gonna break into my car and save my cat.
I think you're good to go to the. I don't think your cat's gonna explode, but I understand.
But it's
your-
hot. It's
No,
like
it's not.
90
I understand.
degrees.
It's not the explosion thing, because like down
That'd be
south
fine.
there is this thing about the people there. It's Southern hospitality, but for cats, where if your pet is in your car and it's hot, they will break the.
No, I
window down
understand
without
that,
it.
but I mean also like you have to go to the bathroom.
I know.
There's a logistical like.
So I'm like having anxiety attacks of actually trying to do this and not worry about my new child.
Yeah, 'cause I mean, think about it.
I'm a new mother. Like, leave my baby in the car.
I'm just
It's
saying,
like the
you
best.
straight up can't leave your kids in the car for a second. You can leave your
Yeah.
cat in the car.
Yeah.
Somehow.
But that's the thing. Say BK leaves, like a minute later, someone shows up, so they didn't see BK leave. They didn't know it's only been
how
a
long has
minute.
the cat
They're
been
like,
there?
oh my.
Dude, you do. I mean, come on, context. You look and you go, that cat looks air conditioned.
What?
It's going like
How is it air
this, it's
conditioned?
not
I'm just gonna leave the
sweating.
able the keys in the car.
No, I'm just saying.
No, like, it was
doesn't
previously
shoot
air
up to 120
conditioned. Yeah.
degrees in 30 seconds in your car.
It
I don't
doesn't.
know, man.
Okay?
Living in Texas,
You
to be
do-
feeling like
you do
that.
a- you
It
do a
doesn't.
temperature
It feels like
check.
that.
It's not.
You do a
It's not.
temperature check and a vibe check. You knock and you go, cat, are you good?
Are you good?
You guys
Yeah,
the back,
dude.
the back of the hand on the car, like how's the car
How's the
feel?
car feeling? Is it warm? What's the temperature?
You gotta get out of your car and be like, I'm just gonna be a second. I
to
gotta
announce
pee.
it.
All
You
right.
have to
What do you
leave
want
a
me to
note
do with
clearly.
this
You have to
cat?
put a note, like
I'll
I'm
be
gone.
sprinting out of the
They're
gas
gone
station.
I'm not going to work, okay? I'm going to the bathroom.
I'm sure
it's
Amazon
fine.
has this. There has to be like one of those notepads that've been like, I've been gone since you write the time.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
not back.
yeah. Don't
Put it
please
on my
don't smash
window.
my
Please
window. My cat has been in the car for 19 seconds. Please don't
So
destroy
scared.
my window.
I've never
To
peed so
imagine-
fast. I pee fast for the movies. I ain't never peed so fast in my life.
Listen, you peed as if you had a penis fry.
No,
It's like
I
you
swear
didn't
to
have
God. Like, I couldn't even take the pants off.
I'm just trying to imagine like the scenario there where they pull up like that cat's been there for years.
It's like they
That's what I
know.
call it.
See you later.
They know. Take the cat. I was crying because I'm like halfway through my trip. Could you imagine getting to my new home,
Oh yeah.
catless, windows
It-
destroyed?
Yeah. It does beg the question though, like what came first, pee or penis? Because they just get lazy and they're like, I don't know, what do you do with a penis? Yeah, you pee. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like they just gave that one to men too.
We were just like, here you
You know
go.
what I mean?
They did.
There you
You
go.
don't just like V out of your vagina.
No.
It's like, what do you do with your penis?
He also doesn't
Done.
come out of the vagina either.
Whatever. I mean, it doesn't come. I mean, it comes out of the urethra too, at the penis. But I didn't think you have to get medical. We all know how many holes there are. Okay,
Oh,
maybe
God.
that doesn't,
I mean,
but-
a lot of people don't. You'd be
true.
surprised.
I'm in
Yeah,
at
a lot
the
of people
table.
have
I'm
no
giving.
idea.
You're embarrassing Matt. Okay? It's not him. It's where he was born. Okay?
Oh my God.
He can't burn books he never had.
It's true.
So Texas, they're getting rid of
That's
them.
actually how I learned about all this stuff. My mom said, "Here's a book," and had me
books?
read.
Here you go.
Had me read about. Like, of course, after
Use
I
your
read the
eyes.
book, I had questions. He would answer the questions. But
Like,
I was one of those,
almost
like,
why it should be taught.
Yeah.
Like, no!
No, don't
I want my
worry.
children confused and afraid.
I wonder.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I just
It's-
really imagined that happening.
I was gonna say, I mean, I don't know why you're
That's
imagining. I can quote that.
No. Yeah.
No. Only I can teach incorrect information to my children.
Speaking of,
Although I won't teach them anything.
Yeah, that's the thing. The teacher
tell them
is
nothing.
the internet.
Just let them know nothing.
yeah, learn everything via the internet. Jesus fucking Christ. What age were y'all, or what grade was it when schools actually taught you about sex? For me, it wasn't
was in
until
middle
8th
school.
grade. Like, it wasn't until 8th grade that they did sex. Like,
It
we always
was-
did, like, puberty since 5th grade, but
I had sex ed in middle school, so probably 6th grade is when it started.
I think it's.
And I don't remember it being very good, but
I
also
remember-
again, I didn't grow up in a place where it was pretended like it didn't exist. So it was probably better than most.
I grew up in a place where they pretended like it
Yeah,
didn't
Yeah.
exist.
And
It's
I also grew up with 2 older brothers, so like nothing was ever
That's fair.
revealed to me.
Also, only
right?
child
Yeah.
sex ed. Who?
Right. Well, like
Very confused
I
you.
never in my life
But you also grew up in
remember.
Florida.
I don't ever remember Santa being real. Right, like I don't have a memory of like, and that's
You
when
don't?
I found out.
What?
Because
You
again, I
don't?
had like
Tim Allen.
Wait, I
had,
thought
like,
everybody
Tim
had
Allen.
he was
that.
young,
yeah,
the
but
youngest child.
but it was already like
Oh.
as I was probably 2 when my brothers were like, oh, we'll dress up for Santa. Like I always knew it was just a thing you did. So I had no surprises. Like I was the kid at school. I was the kid at school. I was like, you know what sex is? And someone's like, what's that? Like I don't ever remember. I never had any surprises because it was just all.
those
Yeah, no
It was all
surprises
just
on that.
I know those
instilled.
kids.
I'd be like, that's a penis. You're like, what? It's my dingle.
I know those kids. Like, the first time I ever heard about someone my age having sex was when I was like 14 at summer camp, and I was just like, what? Like, what? But like even sex ed though, like I will say I was raised in Maryland, and it was taught to us like in terms of like it's better if you're open about it and protected than not knowing any down being scared. However, it was also very heterosexual.
For
There
sure.
was,
Oh, sure.
there was
Well, yeah.
no kinds of information about it if for other types of relationships. It was very heterosexual. Still to this day, I know very little about sex for that because of my lack of education in that topic.
Yeah, no, Florida was it's a celibate state. So if
Yeah.
you
Oh,
even
yeah.
wanted to,
Right.
on the school internet, I wanted to look up
You Google it.
female
and it just says,
reproductive
"Don't."
organs because, you know,
No.
it says denied.
Right.
You can't even look up those biological parts on the internet when I was in school. I had a research I'm in biology and anatomy, and I can't look up fallopian tubes?
Yeah.
No.
That's ridiculous.
Sounds like a party
If
trick.
you don't
How
know,
I can't. No. I hope it's different now. I
That's
pray
what
God.
That's what the clown gets the skinny balloons for.
Yeah.
Blows them up.
Yeah.
You,
I didn't even
you get
get
a
that.
sword. You
Didn't
get a
have kids, like,
doggy.
draw the little penises on,
Matt
like,
gets
the-
fallopian
Oh yeah,
tubes.
but we never learned
Right.
what those were.
They look, why does it look angry?
Oh man.
with the little pss coming out of the tip. The pss.
I remember it was like 5th grade. We like all the boys went into a room. I'm assuming all the girls went into
We did
another
that
one.
too.
And we learned that occasionally when you went to
They
sleep,
said fight.
Yeah,
One from
fight.
each will come out, and you will
You
start
will
the new
learn.
breed of children.
Oh my God.
I mean, that's the
10 years from now, you will be you will be in charge.
Don't write that down. Write that down. That's a good idea. Write that down. Write that down. Don't give him.
I became leader of the school after that.
Yeah.
No, they were just like, yeah, so occasionally when you go to sleep, you might just, have an accident. That's that. That was the entire class. And then we
Yeah.
watched a video in the style of home movies. It was like that animation style.
know
And
what
there's some kid there going like, I just thought I wet the bed. I've been having accidents my whole life. It's so descriptive.
You know what you just made me realize?
What's up?
So, male teachers are few and far between in terms of at least the school system when I was growing up, and still even now. Like my little brother is studying education because he wants to be a black male figure in the school system
yeah.
for kids. But it just occurred to me, growing up, I only ever had one male teacher, and it was in 5th grade when we had that split. So I'm thinking, did the school purposely make him be a 5th grade teacher so he could teach about the male organs? Because that's why we split. The boys went to the male teacher, the girls went to the girl teacher. Is that the reason why he's a 5th grade teacher, just so he can teach that one class? Is that why they didn't put him in 3rd, 4th, 1st, 2nd grade?
No. I mean,
You really have to think, there was no other male teachers
He
in
was
my
just
school
really
teacher.
bad at 4th grade.
Wait.
He was
probably
really
yeah.
good.
He's like, yeah.
I think it's
No other
Yo,
male
I can't do
teachers?
basic
Did
math,
you go
but
to a
I got
private
these
school?
multiplications
No,
down.
public school. Like we had males like paraeducators and males janitors and custodial
You didn't have a male
staff.
coach?
No, we had.
I mean, that's cool. Well, like I went to school, but most of the men were all Coach Jones.
That was basically it.
Coach.
Like,
That was
if you
until
were,
high
If you were a
school.
male in the education field, it's like, yeah, you're a coach.
You're a coach.
But that was
you're
until high
you're a
school.
teacher.
or
sort of.
administration.
Yeah.
I was like, somehow
Yeah, I had
all these women
principals.
are teaching, but president, vice president, what is that, president?
Superintendent,
Hold on.
principal.
They were the presidents for me.
President.
Yeah, every year we have the election for the school.
We voted for
I
the
voted the president
I
last
voted for
year.
The
Vice
superintendent,
principal.
aka the super president. We just call it the deep state now. Back then they called it the school board.
Okay, that's how you know you're an adult when you think of a fucking president.
Well, I mean, it's true when you forget the word principal, because where else is it used? It's
Principal.
not a.
Principal. It's not
Right.
Principal. That's how you spell it.
Yeah, that's not how you say
You
it.
spell it Principal.
We know that, but that's not how you say
I
it.
got it spelled.
I don't know. I know. She didn't know that.
I'm just
I didn't
saying.
know that.
I'm just
I didn't know
saying.
that.
Oh,
It's not
Excuse me,
like-
Mr. Principal. It's like you say principal because I'm your friend.
Municipal,
I had to say that because I knew you didn't know how it was spelled.
But I'm not.
Oh my God. That hurt.
Anyway, the president of the school, yeah, we're male.
They were mostly, that was it, or a coach. There were lunch ladies. There wasn't, like, the
Yeah,
janitors were
The
women.
nurse, the librarian, the art teacher, the tech ed teacher. That was all women.
That's awesome.
I mean, also, the teachers deserve to be paid more. So, like, I'm sure
Yeah,
if there were
no,
more
I
men
mean-
in the space, they would be.
Talk to them. I didn't think about that. Damn. Damn. Bro, teachers be doing the most, though. That's
They
the
do.
funny part.
Yeah,
it's like,
but they get rewarded.
they
for
do.
it.
They get mad time off.
That time off, a great salary.
Yeah.
I'm off that they get
Respect of
paid
others.
for.
Yeah.
They don't get paid for the summer.
They do. They have to do these lesson plans.
They also
they
get to
don't. They don't
they
get
also
paid.
get to
I know,
pay
I know.
for so many of their own supplies.
That's why so many teachers do
that way they know they're
summer
getting what they
school,
want.
because they need to get
You know?
paid during the summer.
schools
Bills
for,
don't
like-
stop during the
Or
summer.
like AP
Yeah.
classes, like
No,
one of my
they
AP
do.
teachers got paid to score exams and stuff like that. Like they do all these tutoring stuff. I was like, damn, I thought you were a teacher. You like
What
going
I
on vacation.
what I
over the summer.
want
I'm going to Bermuda if
what I
I'm a
want
teacher.
for a teacher just
you're going to your
in
third and
general,
fourth
like in the
job.
country, is like I want a teacher that makes so little they have to get a side job.
Yeah.
Raise our children.
That's great.
Well, on the
mean,
weekends
there's
though, I have
animes
my
about
second
that.
job. It's just like
There's animes about that.
Like,
not great.
They do
it's not.
hosting on the
Hosting
weekends.
is a nice
Isn't that
way
in
to drive
Persona,
it.
Matt? You should know
focus
It
on
is in
the-
Persona
Yeah, it
5.
is.
Isn't that
It is.
Persona? Literally the teacher,
They're doing,
you
like,
can wipe
other
up.
shit.
It's like, I come host, I come over to the main character's house
I
and
love how
talk to
you're
him for a
calling
good
it
time.
hosting.
Yeah, well, I don't even know what that
Definitely
means.
like
What is
maid
hosting?
services.
I know,
Yeah.
he do be clean. Okay, she do be
I mean, just because
That's
he was
crazy.
underage, it was hosting. But really, she does other things. for people of age.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Like clean
by
the
day she's
gutters,
a teacher,
or-
by night. And that's how
Don't do that.
that's how their relationship was
Gutters are
created,
hot.
though.
It's a lot.
Because-
Don't play anime games, Mike.
what game is this?
Persona 5.
I've never. I dabbled in Persona 3, and I was like,
Oh, that one's dark.
I was like, was everybody shooting themselves? I don't understand.
Persona 3 is the
game.
darker one.
It is.
The game is.
It's an unpack
And
a
they
lot.
like shoot ghosts out of themselves, right? They're like
You-
ghost
you have to inhale
monsters.
everything.
Okay.
They shoot
I'm
their
like,
Persona
what?
out.
I might need it.
Stop going into this place at the Magic Midnight Minute or whatever the fuck it was. I'll tell you this, it's a game I played like 2 hours of, but boy, do I remember it. It was
only
very
gets worse,
purposeful.
too. The darkness only
It's so funny because like when I played it, it not to say didn't have the following, but like I didn't have friends that like were super into it, and obviously this is like in the infancy of the internet as far as like
Right.
meme culture and stuff.
For sure.
And that's obviously I know what Persona is now, and that's all I think about is that like fucking weird ass game that I never got past the third one. And I was like, So you have to like hang out with people at school, but then everyone goes to this building
Lunch table
at midnight.
thing.
It's too much.
I mean, if you remember
Too
the intro,
much.
it's the girl in pink, I forgot her name, literally struggling with a gun in her hand, aimed at herself.
But they're magic though.
Yeah.
They're like magic.
Yeah, they're not really shooting themselves, but like she's.
they are.
she's struggling-
Persona.
Okay.
With like magic ghosts.
She needs.
guns.
She was scared to summon her persona.
You are not wrong.
I was just like,
I
what the
can't.
hell?
That's a way to do it.
And then you get the Persona 4 and people jump into
Persona.
TVs.
Yeah, the TV one is
They
pretty
do
cool.
TV.
Yeah.
And what's 5 about? 5's got Joker, right?
Yes, Zaddy.
That's like the
Fiona
dream
was
masks.
big on that one.
Does the
Yeah, you
mask-
gotta rip the mask off your face.
I
no.
never
But it's
finished
like
it.
stuck to your face, so like it hurts.
You didn't do the royal
Oh
one?
no.
No, I wanted to.
characters
I
and
wanted to play it, but like I was doing the first dungeon, and I'm like the person where I'm like, oh, I've got plenty of time to level up and do all this shit.
You're a fool.
So, but no, I knew that you have to like at a certain point go,
Yeah.
where it locks you in. I'd found the spot where the boss was. I was like, all right, final day to
Hey,
do
that's
this.
another coach.
Let's walk up. Yeah, it was a coach.
Boss?
A male coach.
Yep.
I walked up and I was like, all right, let's do this. And then Morgana's like, by the way, the first time I ever told you this, you gotta leave a calling card so you can fight him the next day. So I fucking walked up there. I was like, okay, left the calling card, then went to prison.
Oh no. Are they all procedurally generated?
What?
Like the dungeons and shit? I remember 3 was like that. Like it's different every time.
I don't think it is.
I don't think it's
yeah, not for 5, yeah. But yeah, no,
I
and then they
had
sent me
different
back.
dungeons.
They sent me back like
No,
2
but
weeks.
each time you go in, it doesn't change.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3, I mean, it was like one building and it was different every single
No, no,
time. you
there's-
went.
Oh no,
Five
this
was
is
definitely
like
different
different
Yeah, that's what.
stuff.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, no, after I did that, they sent me back like a month in game, and I was like, that's 2 weeks of real time. So
Actually,
I'm done.
I like
You
it.
start, you're like, I'm out.
I
There
can't,
is one
I can't do
consistency
it.
between 5 and 3, because even though the different dungeons were different, I don't know why I said different dungeons were different, whatever. They still had like the subway system that was consistent, which leads you to the end of the story, which I'm not gonna spoil, even though it's been out for like 5.
Don't spoil it.
Okay.
I'll say it's easy to not know anything about those games because you got to try.
You
a
do.
lot.
It's a lot.
It's like a Kingdom Hearts game, but wrapped in the again, like the I don't know what you'd call the slice of life planning aspect.
Yeah.
I don't know what genre
visual
that would be.
novel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
kinda.
like you got to meet so and so
Dating
for
sim, it's
lunch,
dating sim.
but
It's
oh, you promised you'd help someone with their homework, and I
And
was
you
just
didn't.
like, and I'm just
Uh-oh.
like,
It's stressful.
I just want to play an RPG. What the fuck am I doing?
It's very
Yeah.
stressful.
You gotta answer questions right on the test.
And then you gotta merge.
I gotta
different-
study.
Yeah,
you
man.
do that
I have to
shit,
study
yeah.
with what?
Too much. This
If
is
you
why
want-
I play video.
Files?
I play video
Files?
games to
What?
avoid this shit. I don't
Oh
want
my god,
to
let me
do
look at
this.
the calendar. Oh my god, it's a rainy night. Gotta go home.
If you want like a manageable version of that, like Digimon Cyber Sleuth is that, where it's like
You better get Digimon.
Pokemon. Hey, look,
That's Caden approved. I know
it's
that.
good. It's a good game. I don't know what to
Caden's
tell
a
you.
sleuther. I know that.
You like,
There's a new one coming out real soon, right? Like a new Digimon.
yeah, Digimon Survive.
Really? I didn't know that.
And that's like Fire Emblem, but Digimon.
Is it?
See, that's another one I never got into.
I like
Fire
Fire
Emblem?
Emblem.
Fire Emblem.
Three Houses is dope.
Three Houses is really good.
It's like it's giving me Harry Potter without the J.K. Rowling.
Fire Emblem was one where like people die forever, right? Like if
yeah,
the characters die.
you can have it that way,
Yeah.
where you just
That's
dead
that's
right
the
away.
baseline play style.
They turned that off in like
For
Three Houses,
babies.
right?
Well, you
And
can
Awakening.
choose that.
Yeah, you could choose it.
You could
but-
choose the easy path.
But they
It's-
turned it into like now that's a hard thing.
Yeah.
Like, but that was default, right? That was
It
like
used
what
to be like the
game
only way it was, yeah. It's a lot more brutal in Three Houses though, because you're like, teacher, let's go to bed, and then you lose like 5 students. You're like, oh my fucking god.
Yeah, but they have the rewind mechanic in that one. So
They
it's a
do.
little-
You
that's
can
way more forgiving
erase
than the other
time,
ones.
but
Yeah.
like,
Oh no.
what a rough way to do that too. Like I watched all of my kids die in
That
front
was
of me,
me
and
playing
then I
that.
rewound
I'm
it.
in my second playthrough. It is death. I cried.
do fight, like,
Listia died in my original playthrough, okay, just so you know. So I had this one chick, and I really liked her. She's great, dark magic, waifu. Too bad she's straight, but it's okay. So I said, must protect.
You say to me too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I said must protect, and I didn't protect. And
Oh, no.
she died.
Must protect.
Speaking of must
We were
protect,
on the
you want to talk
weekdays,
about that tier list?
Oh yeah.
I don't want
You
to
guys
talk
got
about it.
into
Man,
it.
I just-
Matt wasn't there.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I had to brace him.
Before we get like far away, Awakening. Remember that one?
Yes.
You had somebody come from the future.
Mm-hmm.
That was like your son or daughter or whatever. If you did the permadeath and your wife died, did they get erased?
I don't
I mean,
remember.
theoretically.
Theoretically.
I think so.
Sorry, I just wanted to get.
But maybe they had
before
maybe
I
all
got
got
too
So,
far
no,
away.
I think so.
That's really funny. I should go do that. Anyway, go on. What were you talking about? Tier list?
Oh, these tier lists? Oh, yeah. So there was a community event, RT Discord, and it was tier list. It was for Waifu Wednesday, and
It was the anime tier list.
anime tier list, husbandos, and waifus. But the tier list wasn't like A through S or whatever, or S through
It was
D.
like whatever you.
Silly.
whatever they
It was
wanted.
like silly
There was
phrases.
soulmate, fuck you're hot,
MILF
milf
and
dilf, step on me, mommy. It wasn't mommy,
familiar,
but step
yes.
on me. Must protect. Hawaii, couldn't pay me enough, and ew. Like,
Oh, and then we added the I could fix them.
I have words about I could fix them, but continue.
I just like that category. That's a great category.
It was until not fucking words. It was until they put villains, like actual like fuck the world, it's everything, burn, arson, fire,
like
villains,
Madara.
and I could fix
No,
you.
I know.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah.
fine, right? I understand, like villains can be
Well, yeah,
hot.
you want to fix
However, then they look at Endeavor from My Hero Academia, a hero, the #1 hero, and they're like,
Spoiler.
hell no. They're like, no. I'm like, what do you mean?
I had a short
You
conversation.
could fix him.
I had
They're
a
like,
conversation
no.
with Kai about this afterwards, and I was just like, well, he was kind of already fixing himself.
That's what I said.
That's what Kai said. I was like,
villain,
I was
but
like-
no, not the hero that saves lives.
I was like, look, the guy's an asshole.
okay.
But I was like, he kind of even took that one on himself, right?
He started
But they were like,
He's
bro,
doing
fuck,
some
it wasn't
stuff, and
even
Kai's like, like at me 3 days later.
They were like, Endeavor's not even cute enough. Are we looking at the same man?
He looked good with
He's
that
literally
scar.
hot. Like, he's
pretty
literally
Yeah, once he
fire
got,
hot.
once he got
at
his
this
face like
Pull it up.
punched in,
this list.
and he did some like facial. He like shaved something or cut his hair or something. There's some sort of.
He has like a redesign. Yeah,
He's got a. There's some sort of update in like season 4 plus the scar.
Yeah,
he looks
He's
way
not
better.
all
He looks
fire.
way
You know what
hotter than
always
usual.
looked stupid? It always looked dumb to me from the beginning. Is like the fire part of his like fire
Yeah,
being
his
hair was
facial
weird.
hair,
It was
yeah.
the mustache.
It was the mustache.
It always I was like, it just looks so
It
stupid.
was a strong porn star. Are you
But
looking for
like,
where is this?
once I think it was a haircut. I think once he got like the short hair
short.
and the
if you wanna
scar
pull it up,
and
the
less
tier list
like
is on RT Corner,
I'm gonna
'cause it
abuse
was
my
in the
children.
community Discord.
Then he was a lot cooler.
Yeah. Oh,
I mean, it was
for sure.
emotional abuse.
But like you have a whole category that gave us that pass because so many people are gonna be like, oh well, he's bad. That's controversial.
It's
Let's
true.
put him. Just put him at no. That person did something terrible. But I'm like, we're talking about looks here. Like we're being purely like subjective. Like this is
you're
a
thinking-
hot or not
is it
list.
just
So-
looks?
Well, I mean,
everything, Matt.
personality. I mean, come on.
They
It was a little bit of that.
I think I said it best because BK was just like, I've never been so angry over a tier list in a tweet while we were happening. So I immediately responded, people are letting feelings turn someone who's mid into a fuck you're hot. And I'm sorry, I'm not double taking them down the street.
Yeah.
They're very basic.
You guys were getting heated in there. I popped in for a minute.
Because I was just like, listen, I'm all for being like, hi, I'm Kai, I'm here, I love the community, because I do. But don't ask me for my opinion if you don't want it.
It was true. There was definitely times where they were just like,
Right,
you
let's
could
see
tell they seeded like the picks.
Yo, they put
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
They were like, okay, so I'm gonna put in 10 fairy tale
it was also
characters,
like it was.
and they're all fuck you're hot. And I'm like,
Yeah.
they had
they all look the same.
Well,
Also, they're all
one should
like
have
15.
been, but one guy.
There are a lot of.
Okay, well, they weren't 15. They were all
I mean,
above
they
it.
had 300 characters to start with, and they got rid of half of them.
Wait. I want to talk about this. They had Luffy on there for One Piece, right? Luffy
Yeah.
and the guy comes on the mic, person comes on the mic and goes, yeah, I just want to clarify that this is post-time skip Luffy. And I go, hold on. We're going to put post-time skip main character in here. Where's the rest of the Naruto cast? Because Boruto
there's-
exists. There are
yeah.
tons of adults that could be in here. I was like, oh, you.
Is Naruto?
You
even on here?
are. Tsunade, Jiraiya,
It's
Kakashi.
Tsunade.
Madara.
You're wrong.
Damn,
Kaka-
dude.
Why is Madara?
The old.
Okay, I also would like to say everyone
Yeah.
on this list is of
Madara's
age.
di-
Yeah, they are
Madara
all
died.
On this is a list of
Well, they could have brought back literally all of the Hokages. I don't care. If we're reanimating people.
Shikamaru grew up.
Shikamaru-
Why is Shikamaru not on
Shikamaru's
here?
bad. Where's
Shikamaru's
Anko?
great.
Where's the whole? Anyway.
Because we didn't have
was
time,
dog.
BK. We didn't even say
No, it wasn't
we left
the time.
early.
It was we didn't get to add one.
The dog.
Akamaru, you want the
His dog's old now.
Where are the teachers?
The old dog.
I'm sitting here like there are so many
Yeah.
other teachers. There are other villages. There are other
I think-
Hokages. There are other Kages.
How old is Future Trunks?
So
Where's Killer Bee?
I told
where is Killer
Where's
Bee?
Killer Bee?
So think about this.
Dude's an octopus.
You know what I do. He'd be great. I need to know. Mans can spit bars.
This is how it was when me and BK were there.
Well, here, let me say this. Let me say this too. I don't know.
Right there. Soulmate, he will go to the ends of the earth.
I don't know what the scheduled time span of this was, but this is very similar to what happened. But then imagine, I don't know, another dozen people on Discord at least.
It was
I don't know how many people were there,
it was
but
like
just speaking, there wasn't all 25 at once.
No.
But people on Discord, imagine that. And then you're looking at a list and it's like, okay, so we've ranked 4, we have 75 people left. I was in there for about 8 minutes and you guys ranked 1 person.
Yeah.
I was like, how the fuck?
What the hell?
I said it like
Guys, you
4
just gotta
times.
pick people.
I was like, look, we should do
And
all
it's like,
the
all right,
easy
here
ones.
the next applicant will now be discussed. What say you?
Town center.
I was just like, you guys are gonna be here till tomorrow.
Place your votes.
It was
Hold on.
every single person. was
Sally,
some sort of
yay or
argument.
nay in the chats. Yay or nay.
That's literally how it had to be.
Hold up.
Hang on, holding.
Madara and Itachi
He's
are
looking at the list.
both in I Could Fix Them.
Yes.
First of all, you couldn't fix Madara.
I know.
He wanted to kill everybody.
Yeah.
That's
And
try.
Itachi
But
did kill everybody.
But Endeavor couldn't be, and I could fix him.
all right, and Itachi was fixed.
Also,
he was right to begin with.
Also,
the
honestly,
Uchiha
just
wanted
like-
to kill everyone because of Madara.
you also question
What the fuck?
the legitimacy of it and just like the personal motives when you see where Sting got put. That doesn't even make any sense.
For me,
He's like in the bottom.
the entire time that, because after the
That's-
fact,
He's in. You couldn't pay me enough. What are you kidding
That's
me?
hurtful, Michael.
Yep.
But
Look
that's
at that. Look at
insane,
that list.
bro.
Yeah.
That's just
Goku-
Wait, Goku's in the couldn't pay me enough?
right!
I didn't see that.
Right! Yo, Krillin and fucking Chi-Chi are in the same tier. Krillin and fucking Chi-Chi.
Okay,
Yeah.
but I know you
I
upset
don't-
about
I don't
that, but I
agree
will
with
say,
Chi-Chi.
She's fine as.
okay, but the tier is I'd be their house spouse, and you're not wrong.
You would be Chi-Chi's house spouse with her hitting up you upside the pan all the time? Chi-Chi is the #1 martial artist in the world as a female, and you saying I could be her house spouse?
Chi-Chi's actually like arguably the strongest
I
character in
could
the
be
universe.
their house spouse.
Because she could go
I
with
could be
that guy.
Don't you want to get hit upside the booty by
That's what
Chi-Chi's
I'm
pan?
saying. Hit me with
You know
the
what I mean?
pancakes, baby.
So step on me. So
Yeah.
step on me.
Yeah.
I don't.
So step
I'm
on
saying,
me.
It always,
You-
it
step on
always
this?
seemed, it always
This?
seemed brutal.
Is step on me energy?
Are you acting like she doesn't control fucking Goku?
Yeah. I mean,
She
to be
does
fair,
control
remember
Goku.
when
She
he
absolutely
was,
controls
but
Goku.
remember when he was practicing being a Super Saiyan and he knocked her out the window? And it was so like, oh my God, like he like put his hand on her shoulder and she got knocked through the wall or something. And it's like, you were like, damn, good thing she was like a martial artist.
Yeah,
'cause
good
that
thing
shit,
she was strong
that
as
shit
shit.
would not fly.
Also,
Yeah.
Mikasa and Must Protect. Like,
That's
what
wild.
does that mean?
I saw that.
Homegirl can protect herself.
Shouldn't Must Protect
Yeah.
be a picture of her, like protecting people?
Right.
Her entire story arc is that she
She does.
protects Eren
I like.
Yeager. Like, what?
I also just like in the epitome of anime in general. I'm stereotyping someone going, "I'll protect her."
Yeah.
like that person protecting Mikasa.
What's the difference between Jiraiya and Master Roshi?
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Master
let's
Roshi's.
talk about that.
Well, Master Roshi's worse. I'll give
Well,
him that. I don't think he belongs in Must Protect.
Yeah, no,
but
I mean, again, I don't think he needed it either. Jiraiya was like strong as shit.
oh no, he didn't. He didn't
that was
need
a
it
joke,
at all.
but I-
This is it was a whole fight. Well, I wanted Jiraiya to be much higher than that.
Okay,
But apparently,
fair.
Pervy Sage is controversial, so
I mean,
they
it is
shouldn't even be on
controversial.
that.
I mean-
to be fair, though, at least he usually keeps him to himself.
Jiraiya's the furry,
Yeah, he
right?
does.
Yeah, he's not
Master
a
Roshi-
furry.
Master
Roshi
Jiraiya's
does
not
not.
a
No.
furry.
Master Roshi
Okay.
has
Master
got
Roshi
problems.
is like looking
Okay,
at
so-
porn while he's training Goku. Like that's
Right.
what he's
Also,
doing.
but I mean, also Master Roshi's bothering actual people.
That's true.
Yes.
He does
Okay,
do that.
Jiraiya
So-
mostly
Yeah.
sticks to his cartoons
Yes.
and the very odd
jutsu.
Naruto jutsu.
He does like the nod. Or,
Sexy
yeah.
Well, he
jutsu.
doesn't like it. It's his weakness.
Well,
his
exactly.
weakness.
So I
But
will
that's why
say that
he likes
Jiraiya
it.
and
Yeah.
Master
Has to.
Roshi were a
It's
whole
very
thing.
odd.
But it was a funny thing though, because me and BK were purposely going at it for
But-
these two characters. Because she was saying Jiraiya should be higher, and me having never watched Naruto, it's too fucking long. Just saying,
I like
It's not that long.
number one
skip
right
over.
there.
But soulmate. He should have. Bottom should have been soulmate. I'm sorry, but like.
you were fighting for that.
I just like because again I watched subs and dubs, but of what
Heck
I
yeah.
have watched
Oh, yeah.
of Seven Deadly Sins I watched in English, and that's Ben Diskin, who's #1 from Codename Kids Next Door.
You did say that.
And it's the first thing I said, and there were several people going, "Oh my god!"
He like blew their minds.
Yeah,
It was really
There's also
funny.
some Zemnises, Matt, I believe.
Oh, some
Only
of them.
some of them.
I mean, there's like
Only some of them.
100.
There are. There are
It's
only.
like-
I think
it's
it's
Kingdom
like
Hearts.
Is your
a little
fairy
bit
tale
extra.
character?
What is there,
I'm gonna have to
7,
go into
8?
you about
Is
birthday
the character you voiced from Fairy Tale up here? I have
What's
no
up?
idea. Is the character you voiced from Fairy
Yeah,
Tale?
he's down here. This is bullshit. You should be like, there should be one above Soulmate that just says Mikey. He should be up there. But like, this is where you go.
They said
This is
you
where
could
you
not pay me
go.
enough to date or
That's
fuck
crazy.
Michael Jones. That's
well,
what they said.
I mean, it's Sting. It's not me, but that's just offensive. You can tell it's me, not Sting. Look at this guy. Look at these abs.
Let me see your abs.
No.
No.
I'm not on the list.
No.
Not for free.
There we go.
There we go.
Nice.
OnlyFans coming soon.
Or any
He's
like,
coming for
video.
Meg Turney's audience.
What's up?
You hear?
Why is Krillin not in Must Protect?
I don't. That's what I'm saying.
Why isn't Krillin in bald?
There's literally
There's no bone.
literally Goku's entire transformation of Super Saiyan is based on the fact that he didn't protect.
Also, Colonel Mustang
yeah.
is still in I Could Fix Him.
I don't even understand that.
Like he already done
Yeah,
fixed
and that's-
himself.
exactly.
and
I
himself.
didn't
already fixed.
understand that one at all.
I'm like, okay, like
No, I agree with Hawkeye's placement.
I'm
That
just
makes
saying, there's a
sense.
lot of
Oh, yeah,
kick-ass
for sure.
characters in Must
Kakashi
Protect.
as well. Those are
I know, right?
Someone that could
strong
easily
arguments.
beat my ass and I would take it are in Must Protect.
yeah, I don't get that
People
one.
I would
feel
let
like-
step on me are in Must Protect.
I feel like Alucard could be in almost all of these categories.
Yeah, I kind of think
Agreed.
so too. Yeah.
Agreed.
He's got
He's got a lot of
options.
energy there.
He could definitely be stepping on people for
Mm-hmm.
sure.
So if you
like-
have good anime opinions, please go
Anyway.
to the next RT Corner Discord.
Well,
and
if you
make
have
me feel
good
better.
opinions, don't
Yeah.
go there.
Don't go
It's not a place for you.
Go on Twitter and then add us
Say.
with your
No.
better takes, okay?
I
Like, 'cause
think-
that's not it.
I think Vegeta's correctly placed.
Yes.
Oh,
Bulma-
about there's like a handful that are like on the money,
Yes.
and only a handful.
Bulma could rotate between several of these.
I think it
Like,
depends on which
step on me.
which saga Bulma are we talking about?
Yeah, that's true. I could fix them. It seems like a lot for
Because
Bulma.
Bulma
Also,
was always a milk,
I'll
but
say-
Bulma was always hot.
Just at a glance, how is, I mean, I'm assuming she wasn't on the list. How is Diana not on Step on Me? She's a giant lady
I don't-
from Seven Deadly Sins. She literally can just step on
I don't
you.
think she's.
She's giant.
Look at Mount Lady
I'm just
from
saying,
My
you
Hero.
got
Mount Lady
Seven
was on the
Deadly
list.
Sins in there. You should put the giant lady in Step on Me. You know what I mean? She does it by accident, like all the time. Doesn't make any sense.
No, there was like there were very like specific rules. Like you couldn't have any
what do
characters
you
that
want? What
were
are you
like
doing, Sarah?
100-something years old, but like appear to be underage. So like
Oh, okay.
a lot of my
I was about to say,
yeah.
100 years old, like Dracula's right there.
No. But
Motherfucker's
Dracula
old as
looks
shit. He
not
looks like he's.
yeah, he looks like he's not a child.
Yeah.
That's the big
He's-
part.
he's Dracula.
Which I respected. I was like, okay, give me confines. It makes picks harder,
Boundaries.
more difficult. But like, you could just one character from one anime just in there, 3 characters from Lupin. Like we're all over the place.
when
Vox Machina. I just
When they posted this
How
list
dare
on
they.
Twitter, I did say
How dare.
hashtag not my list. I retweeted it, so people still saw it, but I said hashtag not my list. This is like.
But
I
you are
don't-
heavily associated.
I do not
with it.
co-sign.
you are.
Yeah,
They
you are.
added me, and I said
They did, they
nah.
added
Just
you.
saying, but you were also in the whole like stream,
I
like
know.
of the
I
Discord.
was there when it happened.
I'm
and
just
I-
saying, you witnessed it.
Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
was-
was post time
You
skip.
could do
An innocent
nothing.
Post time skip Luffy. We can't post time skip Attack on Titan. We can't post time skip Naruto.
Yeah, I mean, that would open up like
That's what
all
I'm
of
saying.
the Naruto
How did they
cast.
allow that? Whoever made
Yeah.
this, I am.
I think what the problem is,
You know who made
the
it.
problem is you guys got to be, like part of like the prep council, not
Yeah,
just the,
yeah,
Yeah.
We weren't.
You got to be there
from
before the
square
day
We weren't in the
of.
prep at all.
You
They
got to
just
be there the
support
day
us.
before to try and
Throw it in the pool?
solidify
Yeah.
this list.
There were just so many. Half the animes. There was like 3 animes no one knew, and I'm like, how are people gonna? I mean, I knew. I'm a,
No one knew.
No one knew.
I mean, me,
know.
Yeah, you're a
did,
fucking
but-
weeb.
But there'd be like 2 people like, oh yeah, she's actually soulmate, and I'm like, everyone's like, I don't know.
Damn, dude.
I was like, well, why are they here? There's so many other characters. Okay, I'm good.
Are you okay?
No.
I know.
I want to do
Why
that with
was
like video games.
How
was the
many?
Ryuk on there?
How long were you guys
Where's
doing
Ryuk?
that?
So it went from it was 2 hours
Honestly,
long,
though,
but we actually left.
Like Yagami is.
We stayed
can't
later,
fix
but we
it.
left early. They weren't done when we left.
Yeah.
Like we
Oh,
weren't there for the
I'm
Dragon
well
Ball
aware.
characters.
How old's Elle? Who knows?
We were not there for the Dragon Ball characters. We were not there for the Fruits Basket
Yeah,
character.
for all the like
Oh, so
last
you could have
few
fixed some of
rows.
that, is what you're saying.
No.
Yeah, like you could have fixed.
No, I couldn't
You could have fixed
We
it.
weren't
like
there for the
Mustang.
Attack on Titan characters. I don't know why the hell Eren Yeager is so low. I mean, I know why.
No, they're anyone who's
But-
apparently controversial is why are they even on the list?
I'm just saying, just because they're controversial doesn't change the fact that they're hot.
You're not wrong.
Like Matt.
I mean, some people can be ugly on the inside and fine as fuck on the outside.
That is a problem.
Matt.
I've been poisoning my insides for years. So.
Show me your secrets.
You know what I like? You know what I like, Matt? that You might find relevant is like I appreciate the daily now like little notes we get from Sarah of like
We do get those notes.
hey, if anybody has time for this. But she keeps putting on Banjo Kazooie when there's no time for it.
Yeah.
And I'm just looking at it like, but it can't be made.
Yeah.
Stop saying
Well,
if you can do it.
What's also the thing is
Like I am out after this, and she's known that since last week. And then this morning was like, "Hey, if you got time today," and I'm like, in the middle of off topic.
Yeah.
When? What are you
She-
talking
she
about?
also
It brings it up
acts-
because she slacked me something.
She also acts like we don't, whenever we have any time to do it, just do it. Like you and I.
Oh
very
yeah.
frequently
Oh,
will just be like,
I
"Yo, we
find
got like
time.
an hour.
I
let's do it."
constantly make other productions late because I was like, bro, we got an hour. Let's knock out a Banjo. It'll be perfect. And then an hour and
it's-
45 minutes later, everyone else on the thing we were supposed to do was like, what the fuck is happening? And I go, look,
Often.
We're finishing.
we're finished. We're squeaking it in. We're doing a squeak. Sorry, Sarah's just slacking me. Like I got
it's
nothing.
probably do need
Like
to do
I
this
have
soon.
nothing going on.
I also am getting slacks right now.
pissed right now.
Why? I'm also getting
See,
slacks right now, and
who
I'm
is
choosing to ignore them.
No.
That's the thing. Yeah, I know.
What do you
Sorry,
mean, no?
come
That's
on,
what's
give me
happening.
a
You see me
yes
check
or
my
a
phone?
no.
People see on my schedule, I'm off topic. You see me checking my phone. I have notifications. Like, I don't
Oh
know
yeah,
what to tell
no,
you.
it goes off. This thing makes me notice them, and I hate it. But like, I still ignore them.
Look,
Except
she
from Sarah,
did this,
I will-
and I
I
did
will-
that, and that wasn't
Yeah.
good enough for her.
Give me a yes or a no. Actually,
Sarah messaged me something last week that I never answered, so then she just like re-bumped it today with eyes, and I just replied with a dab emoji, and that wasn't good enough for her.
Wasn't it? I took that as a yes.
Now
Was that
she
not a
wants.
yes?
She doesn't know.
Oh man, well you're not gonna
people are
answer
not
for
hip.
me.
Some
Was
people
that a
are
yes or was that not a yes?
It wasn't either.
Oh,
It was a, I'm busy.
oh my god.
It was. I acknowledged that you're alive and I'm alive.
Okay, but
That's it.
It
Nothing
could have
else
been worse.
was.
He could have
Good
Nothing else was
acknowledgement. I feel
learned.
acknowledged.
I would have said that as
Usually-
a yes, so I'm glad I asked for clarification.
My go-to for when Sarah asks me something is I just put a question mark. And it always confuses her.
It would confuse you.
Always. Where she's like, what question? And then I'll just reply with 2 question marks.
I'm so.
She was at the cat party.
She was at the cat party. You actually
everybody's at the cat
commented
party.
at the end of the day about her dress on Friday.
Yeah, she lost her mind about that and then was
I mean,
really did.
rightfully
I mean,
so.
I'll be
not
honest,
really at
Michael.
all. Not really at all, because then Lindblad followed up and he proved my point.
So for those wondering, for the cat party,
Oh, sure.
we all got dressed up.
It was like
nice.
dress casual, like business casual, as in don't come dressed like an asshole. Like most of us, myself included, are every single day. Basically,
Yeah.
it was like it's at the Driscoll Hotel. Don't come in shorts, please.
I'm
Essentially, was
glad
it.
you said that because I would have.
That's
did
essentially it.
I did
That was
wear
it.
shorts, But I look good.
And after I leave here, I'm always.
No, you
You're
guys were
dressed
dressed.
We were dressed.
But like, don't come looking like I am right now. It's essentially it.
And we just.
yeah.
I mean, we
Oh,
dressed.
you're wearing
nice,
your dope
though.
shoes again.
Well, they're my everyday shoes.
They're so good.
My yeah, bruh shoes. Yeah.
Jay does not like them,
Why?
but I love them.
Yeah, bruh. Damn.
Why? Why don't you like
Why not?
my ugly ass shoes?
What are you talking about, though?
Tell me, why
they're
don't you like
Nikes.
my fucking ice skating shoes?
Yeah.
My foam
Wait, ice skating
skates.
shoes?
They look like
Well, because
I thought ice
she's talking
skates
about
would be ice skating.
talking about the back points.
Oh.
Anyway,
Those are ice skates.
Those are
anyway,
crazy.
people are dressed a little nicer. That's all.
Yeah.
More than a little nicer. There was a theme.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like Resident Evil, you gotta think about.
I got BK to
I
wear
came in- I
colors.
came-
I'm just
attached to
saying.
that.
I'm just
You have a
saying. I'm
button
just
up.
I
saying.
do have a button up, yeah.
I'm talking about Sarah's outfit. That's
Right.
how it came up.
Oh, I know. Well, Sarah was dressed up. Nice. We all wore
It
to
was
work.
strange.
Right. So what was the conversation? As I'm getting thrown under the bus here, what was the conversation?
The
What was said?
conversation was, so Sarah came dressed to work. Whereas me and BK also did, but I was like, it's not giving what I need to give, so we changed into a little something else. But Sarah came wearing a blazer.
This is the end of the day, by the way.
It's end of the day.
Dress the whole day, but this
Dress the whole
conversation
day.
is
End
at
of the
like
day.
4:30, 5 o'clock.
And then you say something along so like, oh, what are you so dressed up for?
We're sitting there in the kitchen. There's like 8 or 9 of us there, and I'm looking at Sarah, and she'd been in the outfit all day, but I'm just like, why are you wearing that? Or something like that. I was like, what are you dressed up for? Or something like that.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, I'm for the party, right? And I was like, oh, that makes sense. Like that explains why you're dressed up like that. And that somehow caused.
Yeah, she took it.
She does that where she.
Well, no, it was several people, BK included.
Yes, because okay.
But like
when
you
Okay.
escalator, and she gives you
and
what you
wait.
need
No.
I
to
mean,
continue.
if it stayed at that, I
I'm
think
just
that would
saying, the way Michael says it, your delivery was so strong, you go, oh, that makes sense. And Sarah goes, so I can't be dressed nice any other day for any other reason?
That is
it has to be for
Okay, mind you.
And what I said was, like, no, but you don't.
And then he goes, what do you mean?
So then, mind you, me and BK were minding our business. We were outside because it's cold as hell in the office. We were getting some sun. We come inside as Michael's saying my name. It's just like, yeah, but it's not like Kai and BK. They're stylish all the time. And I said,
True.
Whoa, why am I involved?
Yeah, because the conversation was then like outraged. And I was like, I don't understand why I clearly pointed out like you're dressed up, you're dressed better than usual. And that was offensive.
Yes!
It is what it is though, right? Dress better more often, and then you wouldn't be dressed better than usual. I'm simply comparing it to the average dress of you as a human. Like I was saying, I was like, look at me. I'm dressed like shit. Matt was there. I'm like, Matt looks like shit.
Yeah, same.
That's Sarah usually wears one thing or like a style. This is not that style. It clearly stands out.
I was clearly not in my style.
No, you
I'm
guys
in a
were closer.
blazer.
And that's what I said.
That's that thing. It's like.
I mean,
What I said was I was like, yeah, but BK and I are more fashionable in general. Because you are. So maybe Sarah should be angry at you that you guys have raised the bar. What do you want me to tell you?
Olympians also said we raised the bar.
So this was, everyone was yelling, everyone was doing this, and I go, I'm just telling you, out of everyone in this room, you look, it goes, who is dressed abnormally? Than usual. It would not be BK and Kai. Like, you guys were maybe dressed up a little bit, but I wouldn't look at you and go, wow, why are you dressed like that? Like, I literally did to Sarah. Because it was so.
I was within the range.
She was out of the range.
Okay.
So everyone was, oh!
Nice.
And then Sarah was the one that's like, Michael Lindblad. Who in this room doesn't dress like they normally do? And he looks around.
And Michael Lindblad is the most innocent of all of us.
Yeah.
Kindest.
He really is.
Kindest person.
This man doesn't say curse words. He doesn't swear.
Yeah, I had to ask. I was like, are you Mormon or?
I don't know if he's a Christian man, but he is the definition of a God-fearing man. Even if he's not Christian, that's what he is.
That's what
I said. I needed to know.
So she asks him, who does he point at? Sarah.
True.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's it.
He looks at all of us.
That was the conversation. Then I will say, I don't know if you guys know this, at the cat party later in the night, this thing went on for hours.
It did.
Later in the night, I went up to Sarah and went, oh, hi, Sarah. I go, you look nice today.
You're fucking.
No, you didn't.
Yeah. It was more of like
give Sarah a big hug
like I said it as I
after
walked by too. Where like you don't
I'm
even
gonna go in
get
and hug Sarah and be like, you look great.
you don't even give her the chance to like engage in the conversation. It was more I was walking by, I was like, oh, I like your outfit, and just kept walking because I knew she was stewing.
Yeah.
Oh my.
The room was getting hotter as I walked away.
But, I mean, if you
You've
really
like
think about
conditioned
it.
her.
If you really
Like,
think about
so-
what Michael
but
said,
not
isn't
even,
that
like,
weird? Like, if
intentionally.
I came dressed in, like, nightclub outfits, you'd be like, oh, where are you going after this? Like, that's a regular thing if that's weird. But it's just the fact that he brought us into it. I was just like, I'm minding my business. I didn't want no parts of this. I think Sarah looks nice. I don't want
I mean, again, you keep saying I think Sarah looks nice. That was where the conversation started.
That is where it
I
comes
was like,
from.
oh, what are you like
You
dressed
gave
up
Sarah
for?
a
Only today.
Then people had to go, oh, I want answers. And I said, I'm more than happy to give you answers. Let me explain. And like a tier list, people started losing their minds.
I will
What do
say,
you want me to tell you?
Sarah's main point during the entire argument was, I always wear skirts, but she kept ignoring the fact that you were talking about her blazer.
Dude, she had a fucking blazer on. I said she looked like Hillary Clinton. That's what I said to her.
And then, like, you said that, and I was like, oh shit, you're right. You're right. She really does. She's got like it's like a little bit too good. It was Clinton-esque.
Dude, can you imagine if this I'm so happy this isn't live. Sarah's gonna lose her shit.
She is.
Oh my God.
I'm about to cry. I don't cry. I don't cry.
So anyway, don't compliment your coworkers or else you get in trouble.
Jesus Christ.
That's you've like conditioned her where everything you say
Is some
she
sort of
thinks
insult.
she thinks
She's already in
conditioned
defensive.
herself.
Yeah. She's
Yeah.
defensive
Okay.
mode.
Yeah.
She's done this to herself.
It's your fault.
No.
Hey, BK, you look
No,
great on
but-
Friday, though.
Yes.
So did Matt.
Everybody look nice.
We all look really good. I got BK to wear color, which was my goal.
Matt
like-
dressed up.
Matt,
I was
Dude.
so impressed.
BK's look really good.
Here's the other fucking thing. So it went from 6 to 11, right?
did.
And it was kind of early. 6 was early, but it was because of, like I said, Blaine's
Blaine's
thing.
thing.
So Lindsay like moved it up a little bit. But I would say prime hours were like, people really showed up at like 7.
Yeah.
So from like 7 to 9 was the most people. And then like, people came and left in general. Some people came before Blaine's thing and then left early to go to the movie and do both. And then other people were like, clearly I got nothing to do and hung out till the end of the night.
Right.
Dude, fucking, so it went till 11. I walk in, because I'm like in and out of the room, and our kids were there, so we were taking care of them and like going up to the hotel room with the cats and stuff.
Yeah,
I walk into the room at like 10:15. Fucking Alec is sitting there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just
randomly.
eating. And I was just like, when the fuck did he get here? And Lindsay's like, I have no idea. I was like, he doesn't even live here.
He lives in
That was-
California.
He lives
That was
in
what
California.
blew my mind.
Alex lives in
Yeah.
I didn't know.
California.
Dude, this is twice in a row. The last time I saw this man, he mysteriously appeared next to me at the LA show behind the scenes.
Yep, that happened.
Or
See,
behind in the green room.
But that makes at least some sense.
Because he lives there. I
California,
literally turned
yeah.
and Alex going, I'm here for the show, for the AH tour. And I was like, what the fuck? And this
So,
is after he moved.
I cannot-
But now he did it again in Austin.
I cannot say this
That was
enough.
strange.
Alec has moved away in what? February, like March.
Yeah, like 2 months.
Because I remember Steffi and Alec took me on a tour when I first moved here. So, but since March, that's like 2 months. I've seen this man randomly on 4 different occasions. There's one time I left the office.
There's a chance he didn't move.
I
Yeah.
left the office to go
that's
to
like-
my car.
Or there's
Like,
like
actually
or
lied.
there's like a chance he like woke up here and he doesn't know how he got here.
Literally,
He's
no,
just like,
there's a
yeah,
time
well,
I left
Did he
the
say
office to
guy?
go to my car, and as I'm getting in my car, I look to the car next to me, and Alec is sitting in the passenger seat. And I'm like, why are you here?
I walked into the room,
Why?
and so they cleaned up the food like maybe 10-ish, like about an hour
Yeah.
before. Well, technically, it went to 11. It was like get out by 11, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
like
okay.
Lindsay and I like cleaned up at like 10:30. So they were doing like last call on the food. So they'd like put all the food away. I see Alec, this fucking guy. He's got a plate, and it's like he's at a restaurant buffet where he only wants to go once.
One time.
Dude, and there was like an assortment of food. So it's like 12 different
The
food
quail, the
groups.
crab legs, the ribs,
Just
the
piled
salad.
sky high. And he goes, I walk over, I was like, oh, Alec, when did you get here today? He goes, I almost missed the food. He's just like going to town on everything.
Everything.
And so Lindsay was thanking people when we were wrapping up on the microphone and stuff, and I was just like, if food is there, Alec will be there. And then he yells from his seat, and if it's not, I won't be. That was
I
wild.
walked by him when I was going to see the cats, and like I said, hey, I was like, oh hey, Alec, didn't think anything about it. And I did that full like, wait a minute, you don't.
Double take.
You
I mean, you're in the
live here.
Driscoll. You're like, are you a ghost or?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Are you still
here?
alive?
Alec died.
Are you
yeah.
astral projecting? Like, what's
Maybe
going on
he
here?
always
If somebody's
was
gonna
close
do
to
it,
Driscoll.
it'd be
Who
him.
knows?
I think it absolutely helped because we were definitely in the part of the night where people were not coming, they were leaving. It's either you were
Oh,
still
yeah.
there or you were leaving.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
to see
yeah.
and no one
Someone
saw him walk
appear?
in. Just to see him there.
No,
Yep.
yeah, we didn't.
In
Never
the
was
chair.
I don't
like,
think anybody came after 8:30.
Yeah.
And this man
And it's
showed up
not
at
like
10
he
o'clock.
came in
Yeah.
with Steffi. Steffi was
Yeah,
already
oh, yeah.
there for
Steffi had
hours.
been there,
yeah.
He was just
Yeah,
there.
that's a good point. He could be a
That's a
ghost.
It's an
whole other-
apparition.
That's a
Could be a
whole other,
ghost.
like mystery. Like, yeah, was he coming with Steffi? But
Steffi was already there.
Steffi's
Steffi
been
came
there
with
for
Sarah.
so long.
No. He probably found out about it that morning. It was like, let me book my
let me
flight.
book my flight.
Possible.
Could you
one
imagine
way.
flying all the way to Austin for a cat birthday?
Yes, I could.
I mean, I would.
Alec, yeah.
I would.
It was
Yeah.
a
The
bomb.
bar has been set.
Hey,
I kept
BK.
saying that all night.
Haha, poor.
I know. I kept saying that. The bar has been set. I was
Matt
like,
and
never
I
again.
had an intense trivia off.
I That's when we left.
I missed.
10:20.
Yeah, it was just
Talk
late
about Uber
into it.
driver.
And you like knew the questions. Like,
I knew some of the questions. Well, because
Like,
Lindsay
not
was
all of them.
asking me the questions 2 days ago.
Oh my God.
Randomly, and then did not.
Tell you anything.
No, but it
they
wasn't
should
even
have
just
asked you the
like.
questions.
But it wasn't even just like. Let me ask you this question. I'll use it as a baseline. It was like, oh, you're just re-asking that thing you asked me 2 days ago that I gave you the answer for. Like at one point, I go, hey, if it comes up, is there a blue herb? The answer is yes. But it was just so funny. I pointed out, I'm like, it's like someone asking questions about a thing that they don't know what they're talking about. So like, it was like a trivia challenge that only Matt and I participated in, that I kept trying to get Sarah to participate in about Resident Evil. And
I think she would've been good.
we would answer the questions and be like, well, technically that's not really correct, but
okay.
the answer you want is...
is this, so it's cool.
I was sad I missed out on it. I would have been in it, but we had to leave because our Uber driver was there, but they weren't.
They weren't there.
They weren't.
They weren't there. So I called the Uber driver.
There's lots of Uber drivers.
No,
You seem
They're
happy
awesome.
about that.
No, no.
But so something else we realized is that, school's out, so downtown is a little calmer now than it was when normally when we go downtown to East
2
6
weeks
and
ago,
everything.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot calmer considering than 2 weeks ago. But so the Uber driver's like, yeah, I'm here. So we go outside to get there, and we're both wearing heels, so like we're in pain.
Yeah.
And she's just like, okay. And then she calls me as we're leaving the Driscoll, and it's just like, yeah, come down to 6th Street, mind you. The Driscoll's in like what?
It's on like Brazos.
It's
Brazos
on like the
7?
corner. But
Yeah, but it's like, but there's the street that doesn't close.
Yeah.
Brazos
Brazos is there the whole. Lady's like, I can't turn down 6th
Yeah.
Street, honey.
Yeah.
You need to walk down
you
the
could.
5th.
You can get
said
to
you
the
can-
Driscoll. That's.
You can get.
You can drive. Yeah.
Honey, you need to walk down the 5th.
And then,
That's
okay.
crazy.
I
Yeah, she
see
just went
cars
the.
going, so I
I'm
think
sure
you could
That's
she,
what I said.
she came from a different direction, and it's a lot of one-way streets down there.
I
So
know.
obviously
But like
she didn't
any
want to
city
drive
is
all the way
one way
around.
fucking
Oh, yeah.
street.
Just you make a left.
Right.
And then
you just,
another
what
right.
you do is you figure it out.
And you.
but-
That's what I'm saying.
She just didn't want
So
to.
eventually,
Drive
because
around, obviously.
she called us 3 times, and she was making us go to 5th Street.
That's crazy.
So we went to 5th Street.
Still not there.
She still wasn't there.
Did you go
and
to
then,
Onion Pizza on the way?
No, I should have.
Should have.
So
Make her
then she
wait.
comes down 5th Street, makes a U-turn on the one-way.
Wait,
5th
you
Street.
gotta-
It's now facing the wrong way on
so
5th Street.
5th Street goes up
pick
and
us
it
up.
stops. And it does not continue straight. They like meet. I don't know if I've never
Like-
seen that before on a street
Yeah.
before. Like you go up one street and then it's just like only right
So-
or left.
It's the chicken.
And then the
Yeah.
street in front of you is coming to you. The lady just starts driving straight. She doesn't straight and she's like, come pick us
coming to
up.
get you.
Coming in.
So I open the door and I'm just like, ma'am, you know this is the one way. She's like, I know that now. And I'm like, okay, so can you turn around so we can get in the car? And she's like, either you get in now or I don't make this turn because I'm not turning again. So we had to get in as she's making this dangerous ass one-way turn facing the wrong fucking way. It takes her
hell?
eons to get out. And instead of backing up
Glad
to
you guys
turn,
were safe and good.
instead of backing up to go like, instead of backing up, because it was a red light, she could have backed
She
up
could have
to
backed
turn
up
in.
and turn.
Instead, she was waiting to get an opening on the cars that are clearly
Oncoming
going the way,
traffic.
oncoming traffic. She was waiting to get an opening so she can make a U-turn.
Got to.
Into
I've seen
oncoming
this.
traffic.
I've seen this in a number of films.
Literally backed up.
Don't be a coward. Right in the
Bruce Willis comes to mind. I think it was one of those Red movies, called Red or
Red?
something
Yeah,
Red
yeah.
or whatever. But they've done it in movies all the time where like a car will be doing like donuts. Jason Statham's probably done it where like it's spinning,
Yes.
and as it's spinning, the driver's like getting out of the
car,
car
yeah.
and it's going behind them. That was you guys getting in the car.
Yeah, it was. It was.
She was just doing donuts and she's like, get in.
I was like, are you getting in? I'm like, I guess so.
Because here's the thing about Uber, right? Is
What?
honestly, from the minute she said she couldn't get the 5th, because after the second call, I'm like, oh, she's gonna cancel us. I'm gonna be able to call a new Uber driver. We can go back inside, wait a little while. She would not cancel, and I refused to pay the canceling fee by canceling on my own end. So we just did
Principle.
Cancel fight.
it. And then the best part is, by the time we got in the car and she drove down, we passed the Driscoll.
Yeah, we literally were
We
like,
passed the place we
hey,
were staying. We passed
that's
the
where we
pickup
were
location.
standing.
Yeah.
Right
Yeah.
there.
But
This
it
is
was
the
idea of
street
going,
you said
I
you
can't-
couldn't
I
drive
can't
off.
get to
impossible
that
to get
hotel.
there. It just could not be done.
Because like right next to the Driscolls when they start blocking
Yes,
off the road.
but
it's next to it.
There's
It's not-
the whole block
Yeah.
I had never been so pissed in my life.
Kay was so
Because she called me,
Next
can I
day.
just take the phone? Because I was like, all right, I'm gonna white mom this. Hold on, okay. So I pick up the phone. I'm like, hi, yes, we're here. I see car. She's like, I don't know what you think I can do driving down 6th Street. I live here my whole life. Ain't nobody can drive down 6th Street.
Sure, you
Check
can't
this out.
follow the traffic signs.
I'm like, honey,
What?
how about you just turn down a different,
Right.
look at the map in front of you.
Right, the robot tells me where to go.
Yeah.
God.
That's how I got to
Miss,
this.
I've lived here
Same.
20 years
And
of
you
my
know,
life. You should
I
know how
drove-
to drive up Brazo Street.
I drove right down 6th Street to get there. It
Right.
was
I
crazy.
drove to Driscoll, jumped
I
out of my
lived here, by the
car,
way.
threw a key at a man, and he took my car away.
I was so
Later.
That's it. And I
found
think
it.
he worked there.
And that was just the beginning of it. Like,
Oh my
the drive didn't get better on the way home.
Honestly, I'm really glad we made it home safe.
Oh my God.
Like getting on the high. This woman could not. She could not drive. Like we almost died getting onto the highway, swerving in on the on lane. I'm like holding on, like short stopping, and we're like, phew, like.
And literally, so we're quiet the entire time. She's just like, "Oh, what movie are you going to see?" Because we didn't want to tell her where we were going.
Right,
so we
right.
put in a movie theater to get back safely. And we were, I was just making small talk. I hate small talk. Like in New York, Uber drivers don't speak. I love it. I miss New York.
I mean, New York, no one speaks.
No one speaks. It's
Don't
so
talk
good.
to me.
Right,
So
exactly.
Look at your feet.
So, but then after that conversation, it finally gets quiet, and it doesn't. She doesn't start talking again. So she's just like, "Oh yeah, you know, my daughter." Like speaking of theaters, my daughter does film, and she starts talking about her like daughter or granddaughter. And as she's talking about her daughter or granddaughter, she misses the fucking turn. She misses the turn to the theater, and I'm watching the
felt that
GPS.
one.
I'm looking at the turn.
and
Maybe
it changes.
watching
It
the
changes.
turn.
Here's another turn. Here, the second turn's coming up. Still talking. Still talking.
Still misses the turn. I'm watching. Me and Miguel are just like, oh, that's.
Oh, okay.
Dude, that's crazy.
That's
yeah.
home.
That's yucky.
Is that way? And then, oh, darn it, having the worst day today. Hold on. It was about to turn around, and the GPS already corrected. Like
The GPS already corrected, and she went the way the GPS did not tell her to go. I'm like, we're not getting home. I was like, this is an abduction. I was on the Uber app.
It's an unintended
I was on the
abduction.
Uber app. I was like, yo, human trafficking is a real thing. I was
share my ride,
I was like, share my ride. I was looking at the help
What's crazy,
options,
too, is
like safety
her-
protocols. Like I
Her
was
daughter
like, we're not
works
getting
here.
home.
probably. I was so confused. I was like, all right, cool, nice. Thanks. Can I go home?
Please stop.
Like a wonderful day. Thank
It
you.
got to
I
the
don't
You
point
care
almost
where
about
killed us
this.
3 times, and you want to talk to us about like, oh man, I can't cash out this ride. I'm gonna not make a lot of money tonight. My car got stolen on them
she
gas.
told us about.
I learned her whole life
Told us
story.
about how her car did get stolen. About how she only had cash, and she was like, I don't know if I have enough gas. to
I was
get
like, are you
home.
telling
I'm
me
like,
this?
Why are you driving?
Do I pay
Right.
you in cash or like why are you telling
Well,
me?
you can't do that.
That's what I'm saying. I was so confused. I was like, I'm sorry for your loss, but I just want to go
Your loss
home.
of gas.
Moral of the story is neither of us made it home safe. We're not here right now.
Also, Lyft
no.
might be
Yeah.
better.
Ghosts like Alec. Wow.
It was such an event. We could have been.
We could have been in there doing trivia. That's why I was
Yeah,
so pissed.
we would've been doing
like we
trivia.
waited like 15 minutes before she showed up. I was like, we could have done trivia. I could have had another drink.
BK was so
Yeah.
mad.
I was.
It got to the point where I couldn't be mad because
okay, I'm
BK
fine
was
with
so
what's
mad.
happening around me.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
It really did get to the point where I couldn't be mad. 'cause
That's the way to
BK was
look at
so
it.
Angry.
I was mad.
When
Like,
someone
I was
else is
like,
more
this is-
annoyed than you, then you can just enjoy it.
Exactly. Yep.
No, that's why I was
Yep.
laughing. The entire time I was laughing. I was like,
And I
BK
would be
is
like,
angry
no,
now.
you get me pissed off. Don't laugh at me. This is bullshit. I'm standing right here.
And now the audience can enjoy a word from our sponsors. This episode of Off Topic is sponsored by BetterHelp Online Therapy. Life can be overwhelming, and many people are burned out without even knowing it. Symptoms can include lack of motivation, feeling helpless or trapped, detachment, fatigue, and more. You don't need to tell me about burnout. Obviously, pandemic, the entire world had to deal with. Parents, schools, like parenting, and dealing with your parents maybe. It's just a lot, and it's like more a lot than ever. So I think more than ever, people can kind of understand burnout. Anyway, you experience it, but we usually associate it with work, but that's not the only cause, right? Any of our roles in life can lead us to feel burned out, and BetterHelp Online Therapy wants to remind you to prioritize yourself. Talking with someone can help you figure out what's causing stress in your life, but that's why we have therapy, right? Keeping these feelings bottled up isn't going to help anyone, especially not you, and it's not going to solve your problem. You need to get help. You should get help talk to someone, and maybe check out therapy. BetterHelp is customized online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat sessions with your therapist, so you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to. It's much more affordable than in-person therapy, and you can be matched with a therapist in under 48 hours. That's 2 days if you're not a math whiz. We don't need to add to this stress, okay? To get started with BetterHelp today and save 10% on your first month, go to betterhelp.com/offtopic. That's BetterHelp.com/offtopic. Thanks, BetterHelp. This episode of Off Topic is brought to you by Babel. For most of us, learning a second language in high school or college wasn't exactly a high point in our academic careers. It was dark times for us all, as I'm sure it may have been for you. We weren't exactly wordsmiths back then. Fortunately, I am now, but just in the one language because I still haven't learned anything. But thanks to Babel, the language learning app that sold more than 10 million subscriptions, there's an addictively fun and easy way to learn a new language, whether you'll be traveling abroad, connecting in a deeper way with family, or you just have some free time. Babel teaches bite-sized language lessons that you'll actually use in the real world. Lindsay's been babbling it up lately, and I always go, Lindsay's just babbling. They're just babbling. People go, I can't believe you're saying that. And I go, no, babbling with Babel. Sprucing up on the old Spanish. Our kids are really getting into the brain sponge time in their life. I mean, that's kind of since birth, but kids are starting school. Living in Texas, especially, Spanish is extremely useful. So Lindsay's doing the babbles, much smarter and better than me. I'll get there, though. I think once Lindsay's got it down, I mean, they already have it down. The kids get it down, then maybe the kids with Babel teach me baby steps, okay? Or as I call them, Babel steps. Babel's 15-minute lessons make it the perfect way to learn a new language on the go. Other language learning apps use AI for their lesson plans, but Babel lessons were created by over 100 language experts. That's people, not robots. Their teaching method has been scientifically proven to be effective. With Babel, you can choose from 14 different languages, including Spanish, French, Italian, and German. Plus, Babel's speech recognition technology helps you to improve your pronunciation and accent. There's so many ways to learn with Babel. In addition to lessons, you can access podcasts, games, videos, stories, and even live classes. Plus, it comes with a 20-day money-back guarantee. Start your new language learning journey today with Babel. Right now, save up to 60% off your subscription when you go to babbel.com/offtopic. That's BABBEL.com/offtopic for up to 60% off your subscription. Babel, language for life. Hello, Michael's back again. Here I am in my old chair telling you, why ain't you done signed up for First yet? Head on over to the Rooster Teeth website. Make an account if you don't got one. Start with a freebie. Do the trial run on First. Ease your way in. Just dip your toe in jacuzzi, baby. There's all kinds of things that you can get with First, like discounts in our store, access to events early like RTX, and access to shows that are exclusive for you, the Firsties, like Hardcore Tabletop, Haunter, Last Laugh, and our latest show we discussed on this show, Survive, Block Island. There are 7 episodes out now. Winding down, I believe there's only 2 more remaining, so get in before it get spoiled. Who's gonna win it all? It's me. But who's gonna take second place? We don't know. So head on over to roosterteeth.com/sign up to make a free Rooster Teeth account, and be sure to check out our First program to get access to all of the things we have to offer. And also to make this part of the podcast stop. Can you get out? Good luck. Or did you? Maybe. Maybe you didn't have to watch it because you're a First member, or maybe you did watch it and you didn't enjoy it. That's not on me, but it's over now.
It's true. Yeah. It's not.
Is this Sarah again? No,
Probably.
it's Joe.
It's Joe.
I thought it was.
I got this. You see, I also looked at my phone like, what's going on?
She stopped responding after my last comment.
I don't think you might be a little busy right now. Just a little bit. Not like
I mean, how could she know?
She scheduled it. But it's impossible to say. But we don't go to our stuff a lot, you know.
She needs to know about this thing that's happening 15 days from now, right now. Yes or no, damn it. Answer the question or else.
Can I just get like a form next time? I could just click a bunch of buttons and be like, I'm in this, I'm not in this.
Both of you assume that,
Yeah.
you know,
You want a form?
people
have a
planned
form.
that far out enough to have it.
That is true, that is true.
Because we definitely got asked to be in
Well-
Trevor's Jeopardy thing like last week. So.
Me too.
Hey.
Doing that?
I can't wait to have the shower caps because, like, do
Tomorrow's is going to be a day.
I just wait to wash my hair till
We were
Wednesday?
supposed to go out after.
Well, I mean,
don't
is
know.
it?
We're supposed to
Is
go
that-
to Tuesdays.
Is that recorded or is that a live thing? Recorded. Oh, okay. Well, let's not talk too much about it.
Okay. That's why I said Jeopardy.
It's a good tease.
Jeopardy.
We don't know about it.
For egg.
Oh, well, I didn't say that part.
What the fuck?
So just cut that from the script.
No, leave
I
it.
mean,
Are you
perfect way to tease
confused
it.
or
Hold
intrigued?
off.
So,
Eric wants a tease. I'll give a tease.
You did it, egg.
You about to get yoked.
Jesus fucking Christ. But yeah, no, that's happening all day tomorrow. So we'll be back here tomorrow.
Not all day.
Well, half the day.
I got some Fazoli's too in my future.
Oh, you
Now
got
that you have to
Fazoli's?
bleep.
That,
You have to- here's the unfortunate edit.
Your face.
Don't worry, they've got time. They have 4 days
I love
to bleep.
also how broadcast is so in the dark right now. I hear Eric, I don't see Eric.
Oh, he's right there.
yeah.
No, but
he's
like
the only one
He
that-
might
honestly,
actually not be here.
It's like when you see a black person in the dark and it's just like you can't see him.
Opposite
But
now.
because Eric, I can see Eric's wearing a black shirt, so like I see his arms and his legs. I can't see. What? Am I wrong? You see Eric, or do you see his arm and his
I
legs?
can
Done.
see it. He's taking his hat off. His hat is off right now. He's playing with his hair.
Yeah.
I didn't even know he had hair.
He's up against a white wall
I didn't even know he
too. It's very gray.
It
Yo,
is.
Eric, put me in
Very
BK on
great.
RT podcast.
Damn.
New wall, dude.
And audience, that's how you do it. If you see Eric, if you ever see Eric, just say, put me on the podcast. Which is always good doing from another podcast.
Yes.
Hey, get me off of this shit show.
Put me on the other
Put
one.
me on the other one. This one sucks.
Oh my god. Is this what RTX is gonna be like? Just like, hey, so I'm on this podcast, but
Hey,
catch me on this
fuckface, you have
podcast.
5 hours to comply.
My tummy hurts. My tummy hurts.
I can't breathe.
What do you want from me?
Oh, that's fake Eric.
Is it?
That's
Are you
fake
sure?
Eric. Well, yeah.
Dad, I'm
Sure.
scared.
I mean, that was Eric
I
once
can't
upon a
see it.
time.
the voices.
Eric had less gray hair when he recorded that.
True.
Oh man.
I'll get gray hair one day, maybe. My dad doesn't
get
have
gray
gray hair,
hair
so I might not.
Okay, that kind of went in a circle quickly.
My dad doesn't.
I'll get it. Maybe.
probably
I don't know.
not.
Maybe not though.
Probably not, though. Never mind.
I don't know. In my,
My sister was born, and then like 2 weeks later, my
Congrats.
dad's completely gray.
yeah.
Yeah.
Raising a daughter is hard.
I think he just decided not to dye it.
Oh, your dad. I thought your sister's hair turned
Yeah,
gray.
my
in 2
sister's
weeks.
head completely.
Wait, this is not
completely
your
gray.
sister's hair?
No, he said his sister was born 2 weeks later. His dad's hair turned
Yeah.
gray.
That is
Dad's
bad.
I thought he was saying his sister's hair turned,
went gray.
and his sister
Yeah,
went
that's
gray
it.
like Rogue.
My
from
sister.
X-Men is
No,
what I thought.
she's actually like
I was like, that's
Daenerys.
pretty cool. I think if you're a kid and you have gray hair, it's called silver.
Yeah, it's not gray. At that point. It's just
Kids have silver hair.
Storm. I'm gonna be Storm.
I can't.
That's almost white though, right? Is it?
Yeah.
Is it gray?
I mean, it depends
I
on
mean-
which
I
movie.
get. Yeah,
Well,
that's
it's got
true.
like kind of like lightning strikes.
That's
in
true.
too,
It does.
so-
It depends
Yeah, I
on
should
what
have
arc.
thought his sister's hair turned gray.
Speaking of Storm,
Yeah,
me and
after
BK,
What kind
2
of
weeks
story
after
is
she was
that?
that's
before she
hilarious.
even had
She
hair.
doesn't even,
It's in the water.
Like what problem? She doesn't even have
Where they're
problems
from.
that girl
Is that a
has. She
gene?
already has gray hair. So
No,
worrying about the problems that
I
girl
think
will
he
have.
just decided I have 2 kids now. It's time to stop dyeing my hair.
Oh.
But what was weird
okay.
was it also stopped having life. Like
Fair.
he used to have like curly hair and shit, and then like when
Damn.
the second it turned gray, it was just like
Damn.
it died.
Damn.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure my sister.
I think age does
sucked
that
his
to
soul
people. I
out.
wouldn't know. I'm young.
Sounds like there's a lot going on here.
Yeah.
There's a lot of moving parts. What are you guys doing
You
today?
all right?
Still
Sarah put down
Baby
one
was, like,
of
silver
a lot
hair.
of
No,
different
I saw
things,
that.
and
That's
we
why I
have no
asked.
time.
But, like,
Baby
two
was
last
born.
What are you guys
We
doing?
literally have time for an hour of lunch
That's
before
like a
we go
baby
into a
balloon that
Gmod
lights
and then go
fire.
into a meeting.
Yeah, I'm not in either one of those things.
Not in Gmod or the meeting?
No, that's why I said no to it last week.
You're in the
Am I?
I'm not in it.
happy,
I'm
sure.
telling you,
you're
I
not.
have other things to do.
You'll be at the meeting.
I just keep saying it.
Schedule. We have to reschedule.
we have to do it
You got
we
it.
have to do it a different day.
You guys.
It's an AH meeting.
I know what it
AH,
is.
Michael.
I know what
You
it
gotta
is.
be there.
Trevor wasn't in the last one.
Well, he went
okay?
in for a
Well,
little bit. He was late. He was late.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
they
can
were
you at least come and
recording.
be late?
No.
Okay, so that we gotta change the meeting.
gotta
I've got nothing.
You gotta
I've got
reschedule.
nothing to bring anyway. I used all my creative juices last night when I had to type
Made the
those.
copy.
When I had to type those copies. That was 5
for
days.
the public.
5 days late. Boy, let me tell you, if you said it's a really odd human characteristic. If you said sit on off topic by yourself and talk about something for 2 hours, I'd go, only 2 hours?
Yeah.
If someone says write 2 paragraphs, it's gonna take me a week. I hate writing. I hate it. I hate putting things to paper. I'm not good at it. I don't like it. It
always
upsets
feels-
me.
it feels like
It
bullshit.
takes forever.
Yeah, it feels like I'm just being.
It's because
weird
you
and
can.
stupid.
Well, it's because it also has to be perfect, right?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
you can say
I've got
things.
time to look at this.
Well, not only that, but you can say things and have context. Like I can like make a facial expression. I can do a thing. Writing is just writing. If you're just like it has to read without a human being, and so I spend too much time on it. I was like, it
How
must
does it
be
read with such a
perfect.
human being?
Well, I mean, again, there's
Only
robots
being
can
read. when
it's only being read, but there's no other nuance to it. It's just the
There's
words. That's
tone
it.
And syntax and diction.
Microsoft.
That's what I'm
Sam is
saying.
reading that shit.
I'm saying
He's
when
out
you're
there,
doing it in
"Hello, I will
person,
tell you
I can
about
go,
these."
I can't do that on paper.
Yeah, on
Yes, you
paper, it just
can.
And it's very important. Right,
And
right. If you, yeah,
punctuation.
BK, if you're writing,
Punctuation. Yeah.
you're agreeing with me why it's awful. It takes so much more work
It does.
to
yeah,
do it,
I hate it.
in a tiny little box than to just go.
And the character limit.
I think it just depends.
The
I don't
character
think- I
limit
don't think
isn't
it's-
too bad now.
I don't think it's more
280 is not bad.
work. I think
140
it just
was.
depends on the type of
Yeah.
person you are. Because there are people that are
Well, I won't do it lazy,
Not
so it's
interior.
work
What-
for me.
inferior. No.
Go ahead.
What's the word for someone in?
Interior superior.
I-
Whatever.
Let her get there.
Not extra.
Introvert?
Thank you.
Introverted?
There are people who are more introverted that can use the speaking more.
What? She's
What?
talking
Say
and
it to
you're
my face.
whispering
No,
about
I'm just.
her.
I think if you're introverted, you probably wouldn't want to do the speaking.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. So Michael is not an introvert, so he can do the speaking thing. But I'm saying it depends on the person. That's
what-
easier
got it,
for
got it, got it,
people.
got it, got it, got it.
I'm very
Introverts
introverted.
probably are
That-
much easier
What you
with
said
their
just right
words.
now, that made sense.
That's why I
What
was,
you said 2 seconds ago?
I was trying to say, yes, English is fucking hard, BK. Seriously.
It wasn't making sense. I just wanted to
You know
let
what?
you know.
This is why I'm gonna become an introvert.
I would say, well, it's pretty
This is
rare.
why you
I
gotta
might be
prep the
introverted.
tier
Yes, hold on. You just
But
wake
I-
up my yes.
I
I've
hate
become
the
an
typing,
introvert.
too. I hate like the writing too, but I'm fairly
really good
certain
at
I might
writing.
be somewhat introverted. So
Somewhat, Matt.
just a little bit. Tiny.
Matt's
My
got.
doctor said so.
I don't know. I got
I mean,
like
I
a
hate
weird-
it, but I'm good at
Matt doesn't fit anyone else's mold.
No, I don't. Yeah.
True.
Matt's
I'm
not
my
so
own-
much introvert. Like, I mean, it's different for everybody. But Matt's so much not introverted as just he doesn't want to get up.
That part.
You know what I mean?
I think it's a difference between
I think
saying
Matt has a
introvert
lot more.
and
I'm just
I
saying.
want to go and hang
Matt.
out with people, but I'm just
It's
like,
the word-
man,
is it
that's a lot
introvert or
of
is
work.
it-
Exactly. It's more of a physical toll than a
It's-
mental
it's-
toll.
it's
Which I
like
think
when I-
introverted is a
Whereas
lot of.
introverts are like, it's social anxiety. It's just like they like to be
Matt's
to
like-
themselves. And Matt's just
That's
like lazy.
Fuck, they're fuck.
I'm not lazy though. I'll actually.
And I
like,
mean
do
to
stuff.
I know you will, but like it'll be so.
I mean to Sarah, because I complimented her outfit.
When I get there, I'm like, but when on like the build up, I'm like, man,
Duke it out.
what?
No, I know. I'm the same way. Like when you have plans to go out.
God.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
No, you're okay.
It's like when you have plans to go out, and when you say yes to them, but then like seeing the plan come closer, like,
Oh yeah.
shit, I gotta
like,
leave.
Like
That-
when I get there, I'm like, I'm glad I did this. I enjoy hanging
Dude.
out with my friends and talking to them and all that. And then, like, but all the build up to it, I'm like, oh my God,
That's such a common
thing.
practice that, and maybe it's being from the East Coast, but like that I can never wrap my head around is people agreeing to stuff they know they don't want to do, they dread it, and then they're like, I gotta get out of this, and I'll always be like, just say no, or I don't know, right? Someone's like, hey, you next week, da da da, and I'll just be like, I'm not sure, let me know, I'll get back to you. Even being genuine, right? Of like, I really don't know. you can just never get back to that person,
Right. Sure.
Like if you really want
The door's
to,
open for that.
I'm just saying it's a less version of saying yes and then getting out of it, because then it's like, well, you never said yes. But also, I just go, no.
But I've also had,
Or like, oh, I can't.
friends
And that's
like
even
that,
it too. It's just
that-
crazy. I've seen people stress, like have anxiety of like, fuck, I agreed to this thing on Saturday and I don't have time, and it's like, why are you going then? Just say no. You're a grown-up person.
There's a certain amount of no that I feel bad about, though.
I don't.
Where it's
Well,
I get that.
If it's
I
like
get over it.
Because I've had that before, where it's like legitimately, I just can't do the thing that they keep asking me to do, and
Right.
I'm like, they're gonna quit asking me to do this shit.
Yeah,
eventually.
good.
But I want to do it sometimes.
Well,
Not
then
always.
do it.
Sometimes.
Do it or don't.
I'm a person who I very much am very busy, so I often say I can't do things. But what I don't like is people assuming I can't do it and never asking
Yeah.
me. Like,
that.
I know it
Let me-
sucks because
let
you
me
don't want to
say
hear
no.
no. Right, but you don't want to hear no. That's why you're like, okay, I stopped asking.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you want because you keep saying no or not showing up. But I'm like, well, leave the
You
door
wanted to feel
open.
invited. You wanted to feel
Leave
invited.
the door open.
Yeah.
That's entitled.
Yeah.
I mean, if I can't do it, I'm sorry.
It's
To
the,
me-
it's the respect.
To me, it depends too. It depends where the ask is coming. That's
True.
a dream for me.
Okay.
People just stop asking me.
That's what you want. That's the goal.
Because it's like there's a threshold of like to that person
Mm-hmm.
asking me, going like, they're always busy. That person already, this hypothetical situation, is outside the circle. Like that will never be
Oh, I see,
Alfredo
I
sitting
see.
next to me going, hey, what are you doing on Friday? Because I'll just say, oh, I can't, and that's it.
Right,
and he'll
right.
never go, well, I'll just stop asking.
Yeah.
It's people that it's like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna reach out to BK, who are like you're friends with, but
Right.
like we don't hang out every day.
Right.
And so the only interaction they have with you is, I'm inviting you to stuff and you always say no.
Right, right.
Right? If it's someone you see every day, do stuff with every day,
It's not a
and you
big
say
deal.
no,
It's like, whatever.
One, they know you're actually doing stuff, and two, it's like, oh, I'm see them all the time. And so I think it's easier to like, I get what you're saying as far as, like Lindsay with the cat birthday thing. Like people, that's a wide net.
Right.
You cast
Yeah.
a wide
A lot
net
of
for a
people.
cat birthday. It's not like, hey, let's keep this small.
Right.
You know?
Let's keep it small.
Keep it small.
Intimate affair.
And so
Let's do it in the house.
that's when it's work. I don't consider me walking around the room going, hey, do you want to be on off topic? As like, wow, no again? Well, I'm not gonna ask.
I'm glad to know.
That takes about
I'm
40
glad-
seconds for me. Usually I go, and then whoever looks at me, I just go, you want to do it? Or
Today.
like literally the last one that you were on, I was just like, oh, I think is it Alfredo and Joe? I was like,
Yeah,
I was like, Alfredo Joe, I was gonna ask somebody else. Didn't even ask. I said I was gonna ask somebody, and you were
did.
like, oh, I can do it. And I was like, it is done.
It's done. The need
There
is done.
it is.
My work
And
here
see,
is
Keep
over.
it chill.
I heard that. I didn't look.
Matt went,
No,
She
that
got
was
it.
too much.
It was
Got
funny.
it.
That was I think when the weekend that most
This is
of
what
us
Matt
came
went.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't hear any of that.
Matt went like
nothing,
this.
Nothing
Damn.
happened at all.
Off topic?
What's it like to
What's
have like blinders like that, man?
Wait, what do you mean?
I mean, he doesn't have
blinders.
blinders. He sees it.
Yeah,
No,
I
he
see all.
chooses.
I choose to.
Yeah.
Yeah. There is no blinder. That's like
man
he's like the Hulk. He's
chooses.
always angry. He's always
Slave obeys.
What's up?
Matt, would you kindly be on off topic? No.
No.
He's broken.
At least he said no.
I didn't know no was an option.
Yeah.
And then I just show up.
I almost went on off topic last week because I had a huge migraine. I was just like, I'm on it. I'll do the thing.
Yeah, well, you were supposed to be on.
And I was ready to be on.
I realized that. And then I said,
And
like a
Alfredo was
human, I said, oh, you have a headache? Alfredo, do you want to swap? And then you guys took 45 minutes to
it
figure
was
that
a
out.
whole thing.
I know, and I just kept saying, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care.
deal.
What, no, just
I just
also
need
one of
one
you. I don't give a
person. I
shit.
just- yeah,
and they're
yeah.
like, we fight to the death.
It was that.
And then,
It was.
and then it became,
Who will be on
I
off
won,
topic?
you're on. And Alfredo was like, oh, I thought who lost was going to be on.
Okay, no, I can explain.
Wait, y'all
real
actually like
conversation.
fought to the
I
death?
can explain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Wait,
I can explain what
Fingies.
happened.
God,
Yeah,
I am sensing spirits. I knew
Yeah.
it this morning with the
We're
bag.
too close to the
All those
Driscoll.
push-ups.
Yeah, we're just too close to the Driscoll. Of the speed.
So what happened was I was scheduled to be on off topic. I had a headache, but I was still going to be on it. Sarah spoke on my behalf because Alfredo thought he was on it and said, "Oh, if you want to switch with Kai, you can. She has a headache." Mind you, I'm in the backroom. I didn't know this was happening, so I come out and I hear this happen.
Well, you heard also me yelling, how dare you speak for Kai?
Yeah. Mind you, I was the one saying I had a headache, but I was still going to be on. Like, I was ready to be on. Sarah went.
Oh, you came out after,
still
and I said, Kai, Sarah's trying to kick you off.
I literally heard that. I literally heard that. I was just like, what? I was like, what? I was so ready. I was ready. Migrator, and I'm talking, right? So then me and Alfredo are, I'm just like, I can be on. I'm supposed to be on. He's just like, okay, but if you want to go home, it doesn't bother me. But then I'm like, okay, so I'll be on. But Alfredo's just like, oh, but wait, the bit. And I'm like, okay, what do you want to do here? So we play rock, paper, scissors. I say rock.
Yep.
What?
Yeah, I watched
but
that.
listen.
At that point, I walked away.
That's her selection.
I
I'm
walked
so
away at that
innocent,
point
though.
and said,
Let me
I don't
explain to
care.
you.
Give me one of you. I don't care.
Let me explain to you why I'm so innocent. I mean, y'all are lucky. Y'all got to see Alfredo's biddies from his 100%.
His brain.
Yeah.
know,
Biddies?
His brain.
Yeah.
He was braining Trevor.
Okay.
He had the shorts.
It
I
the
know,
booty
but
shorts
Kai
on.
said biddies.
Biddies.
No, I know.
Okay.
Like the back biddies. I know what the biddies are, but like it was
You
all
meant-
that was all
she
around.
meant like
you
his
to know,
bits.
make sure you knew
I know
what
She
you're
meant
talking
like
biddies,
his
but like
bits,
he wore the
but
shorts.
I know
so,
he
like,
doesn't have
so-
biddies, so you know what I mean?
How does?
Fredo doesn't have biddies, is what I'm saying.
Matt's face.
Anyway,
Matt,
what were you talking about?
Can you say it one time for me? Can you just say biddies?
Biddies.
That's my new stuff.
When I say biddies,
That's my new
when I say
stuff.
biddies, I'm just donating one at a
Biddies.
time.
So we're getting ready to play rock paper scissors, and he immediately says, "I'm picking rock." And
That's
I
the
say,
strategy.
"Okay."
Oh, he
so
does that.
He
He does
immediately
that.
says, "I'm picking rock," and I say, "Okay." And I say, "Wait, before we get started, how is this
Is
decided?"
it 1, 2, 3?
No, not
do it?
even that. Not even that.
Oh,
I
you didn't
say,
even clarify
no,
that?
but what I clarify is like, what happens to the person that wins? He says they go to off topic, and I say, "Okay." So I planned to win. So I did rock, paper, scissors, paper, because I wanted to go, because I was okay. I didn't want him to take my place. I was going to give him the pass. So I did paper. He chose scissors
Yeah.
and won.
What?
I mean,
'Cause he
yeah,
lied to
because
you.
he lied to you.
He doesn't usually lie,
No,
though.
I know he normally does rock. So I was
He
trying
knew
to
he
help
was going
him.
to do that to you.
So here's the thing. So he
He
won.
five-brained you.
Rock is
So,
like
but
the
here's
only
the
smart
thing.
choice.
So-
If he says
So
he's
he
going to do
wins,
rock,
which means
then
he's going
you
off
do
topic.
rock. Yeah.
So Michael says, "Who's going off topic?" Alfredo says, "Kai." And I'm like, "But you won." He's just like, "What do you mean?" And I said, "You said
The
whoever
winner
wins goes to off
Not
topic."
the
He's just like,
loser goes.
"Oh, in my head, I meant to say." I'm like, "But that's not what you said." Like, I made sure to
I'll
clarify
tell you,
that.
this all started too because I knew who was on the show already, and then I look over at Alfredo, and he's in his booty shorts, going like this because he had changed into them, and I went, "Oh, you know you're not on off topic, right?" And he was like, "I'll go change back." And so I was just like, it's funny because he was talking about wearing the booty shorts on off
He
topic.
was.
But
I remember that.
I also knew he wasn't on, and I just never put those two brain thoughts together. I just kept going, yeah, that'll be great. Anyway, let's talk about off topic, in which he wasn't on. And so in that moment, I went, oh, you're not on it. And then as I said that, that's when Sarah's like, get rid of Kai. She
I
was
did
like, Kai
everything
has a
in my
headache. We
power.
can get rid of. We
I
can
did
replace
everything in
her.
my
Sarah
power
said
to be on
that.
off
I was
topic
there.
last week.
I was also just
I
like,
did.
get rid of
Not only
Kai.
did I try to
Also-
fight Alfredo to be on off topic,
up,
not only did I
Sarah,
try to
please.
win rock paper scissors, I did everything in my power to be on off topic, and he still somehow.
was also when Sarah's just like was like, oh well, you can swap with Kai. I was like, Kai's here. Just like wait 3 seconds and we can ask her. Like we don't need to decide this while she's
She
out
went
of
to
the
the
room.
bathroom. Like, it's not like she's gone.
This is why it made me
Like,
laugh.
when she
I was
walked
just
through
like,
the door to the
well,
bathroom,
let me
it's
just
like,
ask her.
like a Dark Souls boss, never to be heard from again. Like,
But
no.
we did get booty shorts.
You got
so-
booty shorts for it.
And then we got Kai today. That was the other thing too. I was like, bro, we got off topics raining down on us. All right, it doesn't matter.
Like,
Yeah.
If you
I
wanna-
immediately
I was
wrote
like,
Sarah.
I was like,
Throw 'em
if
popcorn.
if he's free and you want to do next week, I don't give a
I
shit.
immediately wrote Sarah when he won rock paper scissors. I was like, put me in it on next week. Of course, she did it until like
2 days.
Friday night.
Yeah, that's right.
And it's very funny because I think at
Probably
some
at the
point,
party.
someone said in Slack, like, okay, so who's doing off topic? And I still wasn't added, so I was just like, we did not do this whole rock, paper, scissors thing for someone else to take my spot on the next off topic. I was like, Sarah, put me in this off topic. So now I'm here.
Yeah, I mean the thing is though, you say put you in. What you're confusing the calendar with an actual like permission slip. You know what I mean?
I guess,
That you
It's
get-
not like I'm not on the calendar. I guess I'm not
Can you
in.
sign my
President.
form?
I mean,
the
it's just like
president?
I just go you.
the president of the school.
I can only imagine what
That's
off
it.
topic's gonna be when we all move back into the studio.
It's just like
Because we'll all be right there. I'll be
Even
like,
college
I'm not
they have
off topic.
presidents.
Fuck that. I'm just gonna walk.
Well, that's different. That's a college president.
I'm sorry. I'm still angry
Yeah.
about this president principal thing.
how long are we? Is this 3 hours yet?
No, you're right there. You're
They want long
right
form
where?
content. Here we go.
you made it.
How far are the end?
Are we
At
there?
the ending?
Go for another hour.
3 minutes.
3 minutes.
3 minutes.
Were you gonna
Oh my
tell
God.
us?
I should have
Fucking
asked
pros.
Sarah.
Well, we should miss a
what-
turn.
We talked a lot about the waifus.
We did talk about
We
the
did
wife.
talk about the wife.
And habus.
And the husband.
That's
Yeah.
what it's called. I said the wrong word.
That habus, yeah, that's
Habus,
not a
It's
thing.
a thing.
Oh yeah, will you be my habu?
That way the house
Tell me and I'm
husband
sure.
anime is tight. Have you watched that?
Which one?
The Way of the House Husband.
Oh yes.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't read it,
anime
but I
is
watched
sick.
the anime. It's
It's
awesome.
It's sick.
I
It's
love
amazing.
that. I love that. I don't think I watched season 2 yet. They added season 2. They're like 4-minute episodes. You
they're
just
short.
rip through them. Have you watched that?
No, I like. Casey wants me to watch
It's,
it,
You should.
it's,
but she never like goes.
it's
to find
like
it, so I
he's
don't
just like a house husband. It's a husbando, literally what that is,
Mm-hmm.
right? He's just like a house husband, but he's like a former, like retired, like
FBI agent.
no,
No,
like
he's like a gangster.
yakuza, like gangster, like
Ex-mafia.
like leader.
But
now he's like
super
just a house
husband.
husband.
But it's
Yeah.
like he's
Like the
super
mom from Fruit
husband.
Baskets.
It's super husband, but it's also almost like it scratches it enough where it takes it serious, where it's like informative. Like he doesn't just do stuff; he'll tell you how to like dust properly.
Yeah.
Like take this old stick and do this. You got to add this much this
Yep.
and this much that, right? Like it's not so much so where it takes away from it, but it is like part of the narrative.
Well, because
that
the title
it
isn't
actually-
just house husband; it's the way, right?
Right, right. So
you get to
each episode,
learn.
he's teaching you like how to make a proper lunch, like for your wife.
And then his
or
wife
whatever.
comes home, and you're just like, oh my
Well, see,
god, it's
but
so
but then there's
cute.
constant like anime shit where
love a-
like he'll like
a
run
stay-at-home
into someone at
husband.
the convenience store who used to be like a rival gang member or something, and they're trying to like we got to get a hit on this guy.
Yeah.
And he's just like,
I'm trying to go
"I'm out of
grocery
the-"
shopping.
He's just like, I'm out of the game.
Yeah.
He's like, have you seen the price of this chicken?
Yep.
It's
It'll be
very
like
good.
super
It's
serious.
insane.
It's very good. It's very good.
super
I
good.
mean, it's 100% anime, but you rip through them. There's one whole episode about like a cat pooping.
Yep.
There's a pooping cat. That one was weird.
I love it. I'm a
it's
sucker
good.
for those.
It's good.
Slice of life stuff. Things that like are like, oh, this is daily life. I just like watching lives I don't have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get
You
that.
need to see therapists.
Maybe.
No, you just need to watch more. You need to watch season
more
2.
live. Yeah.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
Watch season 2,
Yeah.
and then
That's why we watch so much reality TV, because it's the reality we all want to live.
right, which makes no sense
What?
because nothing could be further from reality than reality TV.
Bro, I think
Kind
I
of a
found
fucked
out,
up name.
Survive Block Island.
Yeah, bro. Oh my goodness, so good.
Oh, watch now.
Go.
No, stay on the other camera. I just wanted to look at that one.
It's reality TV.
Oh, they're
Survive
staying.
Block Island.
Survive.
Who wins? I don't know. I actually have no idea.
Me.
Yeah. It's crazy.
I say every week on Off Topic that I make an appearance on this episode. You have to tune in to find out. I think it's 7.
I want to see that one
It's the
comment.
halfway
Episode
mark.
7.
that
Oh, it was
asks
way
every
more than
time.
halfway.
Yeah,
It's like
Oh,
7 of
'cause,
9.
Ends with
9.
3 or 2 or something.
Don't say numbers. They
Yeah, yeah.
scare the viewer.
Yeah, don't.
I mean,
Right?
I genuinely don't know how it ends. So
You say,
I'm
swear-
pulling
swear to
information
God,
out
one
my
more
ass.
number.
I have no idea how
They
to
would have
do
been
it.
out of here.
You're done.
Someone's going, she says one more number. She says one more number. I'm
7.
turning this
I'm
off.
turning-
Up! They just unclicked the bell.
I've never been so feared for my life.
I just
on
made,
Off Topic.
I just
was
made
like,
that ding
okay.
dong. Well, thanks for watching this week. We learned that P comes from penis.
Urethra.
What?
Urethra? If you
Well, I
have
meant the
urethra.
word.
Eureka.
Eureka. You ever think, I don't feel so well. I wish someone would shove a tube up there.
What?
And your urethra?
Yeah.
They do that.
They're
Sucks.
Aretha Franklin.
Yeah, urethra.
That's, I can tell it's
R-A-S-E-C-T.
And kills me.
Find out what it
Narrow
means to me.
urethra, Frank.
You are E-T-H.
Don't insult the woman.
Don't disrespect her like that.
You said Franklin. You brought this up.
Well, no, I saw what happened. It's fine. I don't know. Something, plug something, watch something, buy something.
Happy Asian American Pacific Islander Month.
Yeah.
Awareness Month.
Yes,
Mental health
Mental Health Awareness Month as well.
Yeah.
Try going to therapy. It helps.
just
Or
watch
get a shoe that says bruh.
Yo, F your shoe, bro. Take your
It's
shoe
such
off.
a good
I don't want to
shoe.
see
Why
that
do you
shoe.
hate the shoe?
I'm not taking this shoe off.
It's a good shoe.
It's a great. You're right. It's not a good shoe. It's an
This is a
amazing
good shoe.
shoe.
I
Oh yeah.
I hate- I
I'm
can't
sorry.
get
What
it.
are you wearing?
It takes
Converse
forever.
All Stars.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a great
Hey
shoe.
now,
No wonder your
you're
back
an
hurts.
all-star. Get your shoe off. Go.
You're wearing a fucking Flintstone
I'm gonna
shoe.
throw this shoe at you right now.
That's fine. It'll hurt because there's no cushioning. There's no support.
I don't know why you set yourself up for this.
It's a piece of shit. Do we get that? Goes into deposition.